Hello, what's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to ya all. Good to see ya. What is up, NJA Dog of Myth, Matt, Dylan Hunter, Bizana, Everesto, Penguino. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big skip, Jeffrey, thank you. Looney, hello, Gonti. Actually, I don't think actual Armageddon would be that problematic in Modern. I really don't. Like, Force Negation exists. I don't know. Games end so quickly. I think you could reprint actual Armageddon, and I think it would be more okay than actually dominant. Paladin, how are you? Ringo, good to see ya. It is a Modern night, at least to start off with. So, Wizards had been slacking, or I guess Daybreak Games, had been slacking with getting lists published for Magic Online. So they dumped a bunch of them yesterday, and one of the decks that came up, as soon as I saw, I knew we had to play it. This is Life in Limb. Life in Limb is like so against the odds. If I think of Life in Limb, I think pure straight up against the odds card. Well, this is a deck that actually makes good use of Life in Limb. Life in Limb, if you don't know it, it turns all forests and saplings into 1/1 green creatures that are also forest. So the idea of this deck is pretty simple. We were trying to play Life in Limb and play Yavimaya to turn all the lands into forests, which will make all the lands on the battlefield into 1/1 sapling creatures. And then hopefully we can like pitch a Fury and wrath all of our opponent's mana. We can Renin 6 to ping down lands. We can Lightning Bolt away our opponent's lands. We can Viridian Longbow to snipe our opponent's lands repeatedly and lock our opponent out of the game. So it's essentially trying to turn Life in Limb into the weirdest, jankiest Armageddon possible. So that's what we're starting off with tonight. We'll see how good it is. We'll see if it works. But there's nothing I love better than making our opponents not play Magic. And this deck should be pretty good at that. So any plans to play Bird Tribal? Bird Tribal would be sweet. I don't have a Bird Tribal list, but could be something that would be fun to work on for against odds, maybe. Ooh, Rakdos Zombies. Let me take a look. So that's the plan for today. We're starting off with Modern. After the league, we'll see how much time we got. Maybe we play a little arena. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. We will figure that out in the future. Lustful Jeans, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup Jeffrey, thank you. Ooh, Rakdos Zombies looks sweet. I actually, speaking of zombies, I don't know if you noticed this. Next week's Budget Magic got a little bit spoiled because, we accidentally 5-0'd. So the list got published. So good Budget Magic for Modern coming up this week. Playing some zombies of all things, but standard zombies looks really fun. Wow, kind of like standard zombie aggro, some sacrifice synergies. I like it. It looks really good. Anyway, let's do our reminders. Hey, what's up to Mira? I wish you a happy 2023 as well. Hey, what's up, Mormon Freeman? It is good to see you. Welcome. Reminders, replay YouTube. This we can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming up tomorrow. We are playing some Modern for Much Brew, but there's so much stuff coming up on the YouTube. Some really sweet decks. I mentioned Budget Magic 5-0 may be coming up on Monday, so keep an eye out for all that. A reminder that our sponsor, hey, what's up, Indecrepo? Hello from the US, good to see ya. Welcome. Happy Friday. I think if you're in the Down Under, it's probably tomorrow already. Elskia, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. I love Budget Magic 5-0s as well. They don't happen that much, but when they happen, it's so sweet. Big scoop cheer for you. If you need some Magic cards, like Dominaria Remastered or anything else, maybe this fancy Force of Will or this DMR Birds of Paradise, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. Even a free goldfish sticker, just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they'll hook you up. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 mortgage short, message right on stream. I brewed this Commander Birds deck. Would love for you to take a look. Oh, let me see, Rangu. Commander Birds is sweet. Is there a Toski? That's a real question. Where's the Toski? No Toski. Rango, you gotta hit Toski. I mean, if budget's a concern, that makes sense. If it's a budget cut, that's perfectly fine. But one thing I've learned from Richard is Toski is the best bird. It's the best bird. It's the card that makes birds work. The list looks sweet though. I like the $90 budget. A nice, cheap, and pretty sweet looking bird tribal list. Minus Toski, of course, but looks really sweet. Well done. Anyway. Let's talk about this deck. So I actually kind of already covered this deck. Do you think that werewolves could happen in Modern? Yes, ish. Like, I think that werewolves can happen in Modern. I don't know if I think they'll be, like, super duper good, but I think they could be good enough that you could play them and win games with them and hit the right matchups in 5-0. Like, Tovolar's really powerful. The curve has improved a lot. So I think it would be worth experimenting with. I think, like, the challenge, here's what happens from a competitive perspective. I think that werewolves are good, but the generic cards in Modern are so strong. When you have Ragavans, and you have Seasoned Pyromancers, and you have Fabled the Mirror Breakers, and you have the Pitch Elementals, that they're just not quite as good as the generically good cards in the same color. So I think that's why we don't see them more often. But anyway, the plan of this deck. Would you be on game nights if you were asked? Probably. I mean, doing game nights would be super fun. I hate traveling, so if we could figure out the traveling and like scheduling stuff, it would probably be a fun option. I mean, game nights, it seems like it would be a blast, so yes-ish. Anyway, this deck, what is the plan? We already described it basically. Life and Limb. Play it, turn everything that's a forest into a 1/1 creature. Then we play Yavimaya to turn all lands into 1/1 creatures. And then we start the land sniping. Ren and 6 snipes lands. Fury snipes up to 4 lands. Lightning Bolt can snipe a land. Viridian Longbow, we can get off the Urza Saga to snipe down a land each turn by turning a creature into a pinger. And once our opponent has no mana, they probably just give up on the will to play Magic and scoop and we win. If we gotta actually win, we blow up all our opponent's lands and then, I don't even know, beat them down with our lands to rub it in a little bit that our lands are alive and theirs aren't. So that is the goal from today. Turn Life and Limb into a straight up Armageddon in Modern. So let's jump into a league and see if it can work. Oh, I love playing up lands. It's probably the best thing in Magic, honestly. Doubling triggers and blowing up lands. They're on very opposite ends of the spectrum, but those are the two best things. I could spend all day doing those two things and be super happy. I've been watching Modern Review Tron on YouTube, and I actually want to build it, but I don't want to be a dirty Tron player. What do? I have good news for you, Dylan Hunter. Blue Tron is actually the least dirty of the Tron decks. So I think if you want to build Blue Tron, you can do it and not be a dirty Tron player. If you build green base Tron, like the traditional one, then you're a dirty Tron player. If you play Eldrazi Tron, then you're a dirty Eldrazi Temple player. But Blue Tron, that gets a pass. That gets a plus. That's the cleanest, the purest of the Tron decks. Anyone that's trying to lock me out of the game with Mindslaver, that's fine. Prison Tron, I will say Prison Tron is the one deck that I do not understand. I've tried to play, my brain is not big enough to play that deck. I've tried multiple times to play Prison Tron because I see it and it looks intriguing to me. And I try to play it and I just don't get it. I do not understand how that deck works. I don't understand how you win with it. I don't think I've ever won a game with it. Black Tron is just Cabal coffers, right? Basically. Maybe we need a dirtiness of Tron tier list. How would we rank the Tron decks in terms of being a dirty Tron player? Let's blow up some. Oh, Red Tron is sweet too. If you're playing like Stuffy Dolls, like the build that Vince played years ago that kind of blew up for him, that kind of Tron is sweet. How dirty is your? Yes, y'all send me your Tron decks and I will tell you how much of a dirty Tron player I will rank you. I will rank you on the scale of not dirty at all to very dirty. Coffer's decks are sweet. They are kind of like Tron. And then we just need Wizard Sunbang Cloud Post and we'll be max Tron in Modern. Stream mode achieved. Oh, I got a new car. I'm super hyped about it. So I told you about my last car with it running out of oil and kind of blowing up, or engine blowing up going down the road. So I really needed a new car. I really needed one because, we got the Life and Limb and we got the Yavimaya and we got Ramp. This is like the nut draw. So yeah, cars, who knew that? You got to put oil in your car and change the oil in your car. So my last car blew up. So I finally got another car, and it's from 2014. I don't like spending money on things or cars or anything really. And wow, 1 million gift subs, 20 gift subs from Ariel SW. Going out to Wartusi, and Quake, and Sequence, and Jabushka Boost, and Perino, and Jez, and Indicop, and Purissa, and Crush, Optimum, Priority, Nash, John, Self, Looney, Resident, Interrupter, Agent, Eve Me Dead, and DMG. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Ario. I definitely appreciate it. So I got a car. It's a 2014. Cars do need fluids, don't they? That's a good lesson. It's a 2014, and I've never had a car that new before. I know it's like 10 years old, but for me, that's like a super new car. It's like driving a spaceship. Do you know they have cameras in cars? There's cameras in cars now. You back up and you see behind you. What is this sorcery? All right, I don't know if we want to show the Yavimaya yet. Let's just get a forest, I think, off of this wooded foothills. What was your old car? It was like a 2009, I want to say. 2010, maybe, Nissan Sentra. It was very small for me. For me and Bear, I'm pretty big, and Bear's actually pretty big. So yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of amazing. Cameras are legally required? Wow. I had no idea. Yeah, it's like blew me away. Like, stuff is digital. Like, it tells you your speed in numbers instead of like the little dial thing. You get to see behind you when you back up, which I guess is probably a safety thing. My mind is like kind of blown. My mind is kind of blown by a 2014 vehicle. Yeah, I was kind of in the me especially with Bear. Ooh, spell pierce, eh? Well, hopefully we find a way to blow up some of our opponent's lands. It was kind of like that Simpsons, where it's the biggest car you could afford. That was kind of me driving in the Nissan Sentra, because Nissan Sentra is not very big. It's me kind of crunched in there. Bear kind of crunched in there. I recently got a new car. My last one was a 1994 Nissan. I've been blown away too. See, you know the feeling. You know the feeling. It does feel like I have moved into the future for the first time ever. Opponent. I don't know what to do here. We don't want to discard these cards. Do we just not do anything and wait? If we play this, we got to either discard Yavimaya or both Life and Limbs. I mean, I guess we can discard the Yavimaya. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, let's do it. We'll discard the Yavimaya and trust that we find another one. We do have the full 4 Yavimayas, and they are legendary. No, okay. We did not find a Yavimaya, but we got a Seasoned Pyromancer. The new car is a 2014 Chevy Equinox. A little bit bigger, thankfully. I mean, the limbs are our main plan. That's the whole thing with this deck. But I don't think we play it yet. Like, it doesn't do anything right now other than turn our forests into creatures that can die. So I think we just kill the goblin. The Urza Saga can get an expedition map, which can also get a Yavimaya, so that is a plan. Pop Catholic, welcome to the Fishbowl. I was like, the Pope is here. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Hey, what's up, dear Marcello? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, his hand started off looking really good, but then our opponent killed and countered all of our good cards, and now it looks less good because we're probably about to get indomitable creativity. Opponent passes. Well, there's a Ren. Ren is actually pretty sweet because Ren can get back the Yavimaya. All right, so we play the Red. Opponent. Okay. Tick up the Red. Get back our Yavimaya. Okay. We're getting there. Play the Yavimaya. Hit you with the dorks. Hey, thank you, Anthony. Yeah, the zombie deck is sweet. I'm excited for that budget magic. Do you know and or like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard? Yes, I like them quite a bit. They're a band that I just got into semi recently in the last couple of years, but they're really good. About it, cracks the foils. Mitch Kezo, welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. About it. Are we getting indomitable creativity? But yeah, King Gizzard is pretty sweet. How many days left till I get to watch you play Panharmonicon? I mean, we just played Panharmonicon on the YouTube yesterday for Against the Odds. Urzamonicon. One of the best Amonicons, I think. Opponent. Ooh, Prismari Command. Oh boy. If they hit creativity, this is so bad for us. So bad. I mean, because they can get what, 2? They can get 2. Oh boy. All right, well, I guess we just hope they don't have it. They only have 1 card in hand, even though they did a bunch of filtering. If they have it, we're probably getting wrecked. Opponent flips the Saga. Yeah, the Against Odds deck was super fun. Oh, Mama Monicon. Well, for some reason, the set doesn't release until forever. So next weekend, I'm going to be at SCG New Jersey, if you happen to be around. So stop by, say hi. Opponent. Transmogrify. Okay, this is still really bad. Make a construct. Sack the token, discard the land. Drop to 13. Oh, so they did have it. Okay, what do we draw? Nothing. Is there a card in our deck that can get us out of this? Lino cards that ping all your opponent's creatures for 1 damage. I mean, Fury is essentially that, except it's actually pretty good. Are there any other ones that are actually good? Dead Gone would actually be our best draw. Although we already drew. We can tutor up Haywire Might, Expedition Map, Pyrite Spellbomb, Viridian Longbow. I mean, our opponent untaps here and we die. I guess we just crack the Spellbomb. Like, our only chance of winning is to find a way to stop this Archon, because double Archon we die. We just, like, literally die. Not even figuratively. If we had something with Death Touch, the Longbow would be good. So I guess we're just redrawing. We could kill the Reflection. Well, get the Spellbomb. So we kill the Reflection. I mean, we still just lose to the Archon. We can Life and Limb, shoot a land just to send a message. Kill the Archon. Chain Whirler's kind of, I mean, we'll get a feeling for it. We'll see if it's something that's necessary. Like, stuff like Electricity would work, or Chain Whirler would work. The question's going to be, how necessary is it? Is it something that we really need, or if we get the combo going, do we have enough ways to wipe away our opponent's lands anyway? That'll be the question. There's a risk because we gotta have Yavimaya, and then we gotta have Life and Limb. So those are 2 cards. There's a risk if we're trying to set up like a 3-card combo. If we're playing cards that are only good in the combo, we might have issues when we don't draw the combo pieces. Yeah, as soon as I saw this deck, I knew we had to play it. Huh. For Against the Odds someday, would you ever try playing things at instant speed that are not normally played at instant speed tribal? Give me an example. I think we just draw for Dead Gone, and then if we whiff, we scoop. There's no... Well, maybe you blow up a land and then scoop. Dead Gone. Urza Saga. I actually don't even know if we want to blow up a land. Then our opponent will know even more what we're doing. Yeah, let's just scoop. End the festivities. Yeah, I mean, I could see playing something along those lines in the sideboard. Because there would be matchups where the opponent had a bunch of X1s, a bunch of Ragavans or Elves or something, where it would probably be good without the combo. I mean, obviously, like Pyrohemia or something like that would be spicy. Wait, so what's an example of things that aren't normally... Playing things at instant speed that aren't normally played at instant speed? Run afoul. Oh. Well, all these run afouls makes me think that this deck knew it would have issues with Archon. Because run afoul's a pretty good answer to Archon in specific. Stone Brain's probably worth it. Maybe run afouls and Stone Brains. Go down. Probably Viridian Longbow. Haywire Might's fine. What else do we cut? The Dead Gone actually seemed good. All the filtering seems good. We could maybe trim like a Bolt. Maybe the Bone Crushers are not good enough. Like, our opponent won't have that many creatures. And all right, let's try like that. Close enough. There's no Goblin Sharpshooter in Modern, unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately. Well, okay. I mean, this is another hand that could potentially do what we're trying to do. We got the Life and Limbs. We can use Urza Saga to get the Yavimaya. Ah, like Flash. Yeah, if I could come up with a fun build of it, I'd be down for that. If it's just gonna be like counter all your stuff, that would not be as fun. Like Leyline of Anticipation's a super sweet card. Opponent. So yeah, I have to come up with an idea for it. So the next question would be, what is the payoff? What is a payoff for? Well, we get down to early red. Urza Saga looking a little bit slow. What is the payoff? Like, is there something that rewards us? Is there something that rewards us for playing stuff during our opponent's turn? We did do Collected Conjuring at one point. Slitherwisp. Ooh. Slitherwisp would be sweet. Especially if we could find like a combo for it. Unseen Spectre for the 68-month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank ya. Opponent getting back their lands. All right. Well, Bolt the Ren. Ping the Ren. Play the Saga. Pass the turd. I would just want to make sure it wasn't that it wasn't a typical Flash deck. Like, if it ends up playing like standard rogues or historic rogues or whatever, I don't think it would be very fun. So we need to find a way to make it fun and not just a counterspell tribal deck, basically. Yesterday was my father's 67th birthday. Can you say his name? It's easy. Ronaldo. Happy birthday, Ronaldo. Of course. Happy birthday. That's awesome. Welcome. Since we're running a lot of damage type removal, wouldn't Soulscar Mage be sideboard card to help against big stuff? Oh, Goblin Token. Do we need to kill this now? Probably. Yeah, that could be worth considering. Well, Blow up the Gobbo. Draw Wooded Foothills. Take up the Urza Saga. Well, here we go. Arid Mesa, crack Arid Mesa. Get a mountain. We don't want to turn too many lands into creatures here. Life and Limb. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. Boom. How do you like us now, Katira Triome? Combo. Woo! Ren being a Stone Rain is pretty sweet. Opponent. Gonna do a little looting. I mean, you can't Indomitable Creativity us if you don't have any lands. Although now our land is susceptible to removal. I've been brewing like crazy for the last month in Explorer. What are you working on in Explorer? Ooh, Ketra's Monument with Torrents. We played a deck like that in Modern like a year ago, and it was actually really sweet. Worth brewing on for sure. Maybe we're up to... Oh, Teferi. Teferi has some locks, too. All right, there goes our red. And also our land. All right. Well, come on, more removal. Arcana Cruelty in the graveyard. Blood Crypt for our opponent. Tapped. Oh, we draw the Yavimaya. This deck. Are we making a construct? Okay, so how much is Viridian Longbow to equip? They can target their lands with creativity, which is a bit of a drawback if they're creatures. Longbow is 3 to equip. Wait, does this work? So we tap a mana. This goes away. 1, 2, 3. I think this works. Okay, so. Oh no, I think I sideboarded out the Longbow. Oh, maybe Longbow is more essential than I realized. I think I sideboarded it out. Yeah. Yeah, that was not wise. Okay. So we learned a lesson. Probably don't sideboard out the Longbow. Wait. Mountain is green. Blood Crypt is green. Shouldn't these be creatures? What's going on? All forests and saplings are 1/1 green sapling creatures and forest lands. I'm so confused. Shouldn't these be creatures? Is there a bug? Is there a... Maybe there's a bug. Okay. Blow that up. What's... How does someone 5-0 with it? There's a layers thing. Oh. Wait. How is it a layers thing? Oh, do we have to cast these in a specific order? Each land is a forest in addition to its other types. That shouldn't matter, right? All forests are... Yeah. They're just 2 static abilities, I think. It shouldn't... I mean, because it was working earlier, right? Didn't we turn our opponent's lands on and snipe one of them just a minute ago? About it. Passes. Oh, there's the Fury too. We don't have the mana for it, but... okay, well, let's do this then. Life and Limb, number 2. Is this correct or not correct? I'm so confused. GR Machello! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. If we had a red card, we could pitch the Fury. And Wrath literally our opponent's entire mana base, but we don't have the red card at the moment. Huh. It's also funny that it makes land summoning sick. So this fetch land's gonna be kind of jank. Wait, so this means we need to play Yavimaya before we play Life in Limb? It doesn't work the other way. That's good to know. And we're gonna get wrecked here. That's so confusing. Turga fans, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna pretend like this one didn't count because we didn't know that ruling. So wait, before we start this over, why? Explain this to me, someone in chat who's smarter than me. And then this was a practice round to learn the rules of the deck. So I'm so confused why this wouldn't work either direction. Each land is a forest. All forests and all saplings are 1/1 creatures and forests. Layers like onions. Yeah, it's okay to link magic stuff. As long as it's a safe magic link, that's fine. It's like Dryad and Blood Moon. But this wouldn't be applying. The thing that gets me is, this is making each land forest. This is only applying 2 forests. Yeah, I don't know. Well, now we know. Life in Limb has to be played after Yavimaya. Or it doesn't work. We'll do one more. Let's do one more practice. We'll see how the record goes. We might start over at some point. If it said becomes, it would be layers, but like Seth said, they're both I must be misunderstanding it. I think it relays on timestamps. It might be. I'm very bad. This is the part of Magic I'm worst at, is these like super weird technical rules. That is not my strength when it comes to Magic. Hey, welcome, Animal. Good to have ya. Things in the same layer, applying timestamp order. I mean, so if I don't understand why these work the same way, but if I think about it like Dryad of the Illicent Grove versus Blood Moon, like the pattern makes sense to me. It's the same, the timing works the same. Like whichever one comes first wins. The part that's weird to me is Life in Limb doesn't apply to our lands until after the Yavimaya is there. That's the part that gets me, because like that's the part that's confusing me. I understand how like if you play the Dryad of the Illicent Grove first, in the Blood Moon second, Blood Moon wins. If you do it the opposite way, then the Dryad wins and all lands tap for everything. The part that confuses me is that Life in Limb doesn't impact most of the lands until Yavimaya is on the battlefield, because they're not forests. So that's the part that is slightly confusing to me. We need to have a Yavimaya turn to turn them on the forest before they turn into 1/1s. Otherwise, they would try to turn into 1/1s, fail, and then turn into forests. I will say, if that is how it's supposed to work, I'm impressed that Magic Online got that right. Because I would not have. If we were playing paper Magic, I definitely would have cheated my way through that. I mean, not cheated, but punted, because I would not have understood how that was working. We're in stream mode, aren't we? Are we not in stream mode? It looks stream modey to me. Layers are probably one of the easiest things about Magic Online. It definitely helps with stuff like this that can be somewhat confusing. Man, let's Wooded Foothills. Crack Wooded Foothills. Grab a forest. And I mean, if we end up restarting, we could make changes too if we wanted to. Although I don't know if there's any changes I'm completely sold on yet. Yeah, let's just play this on red. I think we'd rather go with the safer ramp and then just Fable the Mirror Breaker next turn. Opponent, Misty Rainforest, cracks it. And Abundant Growth. So many Utopia sprawls. All right, well, Stomping Grounds untapped. do we even want another Utopia Sprawl? I guess. Utopia Sprawl on green. Fable of the Meow Breaker. Our opponent's already playing forests. So that means if we can find the life in limb, we are good to go. We can blow up our opponent's lands naturally. Yeah, opponent's trying to play a Yari on deck. Probably like elementals or something. Level 1 Judge, this is a bug. Timestamp's gonna apply here since Yavimaya changes the set of objects affected by life in limb. It's a Bagamoto. Oh, well, that also makes... Oh, it's Enchantress. Okay. Ren. Well, discard the land since we can get it back. Discard the Dryad Arbor. Draw even more Rens. Well, let's bolt the Sanctum Weaver. Ren. Get back Urza's Saga. Play the Urza's Saga. Play the Pyrite Spellbomb. Hit you with the Goblin. Oh, come on, life and limb. Cash Money Misplay for the 9th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for you. My LGS created a new format, Eternal Brawl. Pick any current or former standard and build a brawl deck with only cards from that block. You can pick any legend that's been legal in standard anytime. What do you think? That sounds fun. I like the sounds of it. Oh, well, okay. I mean, we're not winning in the cool way, but I think we're winning. Go to combat. Hit you with a Goblin. Maybe we draw a card with this Spellbomb to see if we can... Oh, it's so greedy, but I think it's worth it. I really want the life and limb. I want the life and limb. I want to blow up these lands. Oh, another Utopia Sprawl. Well, take up the Ren. Get back at Wooded Foothills. Bolt the Sethis. Play the Wooded Foothills. Make a construct. And pass the turn. What block are you playing, Cash Money? What's your first deck? Do you have any... Wow, opponent scoops it up. Do you have any favorite board or video games? So video games, outside of Magic, if that counts, probably my favorite is Civilization. That's the one that I've played. That's the one that I played the most on. Spellbomb seem likely, whether or not they're reprints or new versions. Because last time we went to Mirrodin, we got new versions, so it could be new ones. Opponent's playing Enchantress. We don't have much. We do not have much. We actually might just have literally nothing. Huh? I mean, we could bring in Chalice. I don't think it's worth it, though. Stonebrain, no. Yeah, I mean, run it back. Allied Fastlands. We definitely need Allied Fastlands. What's your favorite win con? Personally, I love doodling and doing culture or science. My first one, when I first started playing, I love science. That would be the one that I would go to the most. I like sometimes going aggro and actually like trying to win by domination, but it's so time consuming that I find myself doing it less just because I don't want to invest the amount of time it takes now. After you go through some like big wars and play some games that way, at least for me, it becomes less appealing just because I know it's going to take me so long to actually do it. A Civilization stream with a crew could be fun. I don't know. I know Tomer would probably want to play WoW. I think Tomer's a big WoW player. He used to play, and now I think he came back and is playing again. I've never played WoW, though. Maybe we could do a trade-off where, like, if they come and do a Civ stream, I'll do a WoW stream with them or something. They can teach me WoW. I've always avoided playing WoW because I figured I would end up super addicted and waste an infinite amount of time. Which I think is probably exactly what would happen if I did start playing WoW. So it's probably good that I have never picked it up. I've wasted, I don't want to say wasted because I enjoy it, but I've spent so much time playing Civilization over the years. So what would some other options be? You know, kind of the style. I like strategy games. Those are what interest me most. I mean, I also have fun just playing like random shooters. Like I played Fortnite a little bit with my little brothers. I used to play Halo, decks like that. Games like that. Games like that are just kind of fun, like casual things. I also like Worms. Worms Armageddon is one of my all-time favorite games. Seriously, I would do a worm stream. A worm stream would be super fun. Is there, what I don't know, and I'll have to look into this, if there would be a way to play like against some of you. Maybe there's an online setup for it. Worms Armageddon is the best. Oh, I love that. I still play that game on occasion. I just played that game like over the holidays with some friends. Also, like, you know what else could be fun for a stream? And I know other people have done this. Would be like a Jackbox thing could be interesting. Yeah, let's just Urza Saga. If we get a land back with Ren, we're going to have to discard it anyway. But some sort of Jackbox stream could be interesting. I know, Storybook Brawl. I haven't played Brawl much as much anymore. I will say, and maybe this shouldn't have, but the whole FTX, like, crumbling and them canceling worlds kind of turned me off to the game a bit, which is a shame because I think the game's actually really good. But that just felt like such a bad situation. I feel bad for Storybook Brawl because it is like legitimately a really good game. I think it's legit. I mean, if you like that style of game, if you like auto battler style games, I think it's legitimately a really good game and it had a lot of potential. But they got caught up in the FTX scam and got pretty wrecked as a result. Like when FTX went bankrupt or whatever, it ended up really hurting them. Well, get back here, which is just sad because I don't think it's one of those things kind of like with Wizards. When Wizards does something ridiculous, we don't blame the devs. We shouldn't blame the devs, and we don't blame the devs because it's not their fault. They're not the ones making those decisions. So I feel bad for the people who are actually making the game because I would assume that they were not the ones that made the decision to sell to FTX. And they made a really cool game, but then the FTX thing just ended up really, really hurting them in the end. Hey Seth, my friend and I are going to be at the RCQ and my LGS this Saturday. I'm running extra turds deck. My friend is playing Mono Green Zombie, which is like, hey, good luck, Mother Frogger. Crush them. I normally wouldn't root for an extra turns deck, but I will make an exception. This one time. You know, run out the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This Sterling Grove is a issue. It is keeping us from killing any of our opponent's things. At some point, our opponent might have to sack it to tutor up card draw. We'll see. So, do any of you play D&D? I've been trying to figure this out all day. Do any of you play D&D? Because I don't know enough about D&D. I've played it a couple times, but I'm definitely not part of the D&D community or anything. Oh, they sacked the Sterling Grove. Gonna go for the card draw, which turns on a removal if... Oh my god, they're... Whoa! Huh? Jeskai Ascent? Jeskai Ascent... Okay. Oh. I was not expecting this. Okay. Well, I guess our opponent wins then. Oh, I don't want to sit through this. Well, this is a spicy brew of Enchantress. Actually, it's not it's kind of Enchantress. This is like Jeskai Ascendancy Enchantress hybrid. Oh, these are the worst kills because they're not deterministic. So I guess technically we need to sit here for like 20 minutes as our opponent does things to see if they might win. Fury does not have Flash. It does not have... Maybe we should have left with the Bolt, but I was not expecting our opponent to play Jeskai Ascendancy and try to go infinite. Oh, so the D&D question, there's been this big uproar about, like, something that I'm not clear on, that everyone's getting super riled up, Wizards being greedy. Like, in some ways, the TLDR seems to be Wizards is being super greedy, and that's like ruining everything. What does that involve? Something about like changing licenses or something and trying to charge people a bunch of money. But I'm not enfranchised enough in the D&D community to know what this is actually about. And I'm also open gaming license. I'm also curious if it applies to Magic in any way. Okay, opponent at this point. What's this? Well, this is something. Well, I mean, I guess we can see what their win con is. Is there any chance that it applies to Magic in any way? Or is this completely siloed off in this open gaming license? Is that just basically saying, so what's the open gaming license? Maybe that's the easiest question. So D&D is a gaming system. Is the open gaming license essentially being like Tomer made a D&D. He made a D&D adventure for Innistrad or something a long time ago. Is that basically what that is? If like you make your own adventure or something, you're using that license? And how is it different than like the fan content policy? Because Wizards has the fan content policy that's like, as long as you're not making money, you're allowed to do whatever you want. I'll have to research it more. So is it a bad thing? If you're in the D&D community, is this generally looked at as a negative for the community? Oh, so open gaming license. Okay, so it's like the fan content policy, but actually for money making projects. I see. It's potentially very bad if it's interpreted correctly. They took their balls and went home. Is there a big industry in D&D for open gaming licenses? Okay, so I know like Critical Role. Would this impact something like Critical Role's content? That's the one D&D thing I know, just because it's so big. But even though I don't follow D&D, I know what that is. So this would like impact them. Would this impact like Joe, who does This Week in Legacy, made his D&D adventure and published it on Roll20, I want to say, or something? I can't remember. I think it was Roll20 it was called that we published it on. Or Tomer, like making a D&D adventure and publishing his own adventure on Roll20 or something. Is that going to impact them? Or is this just targeting like Critical Role and like this super high-end money-making adventures? And this is a new thing, if I'm understanding it right. So in the past it wasn't like this, and you had permission to, I mean, apparently people had permission because stuff like Critical Role, and I know there's tons of adventures made by tons of people. So in the past it was just fine? Okay, so this deck is literally just Enchantress that is also trying to go infinite with Jeskai Ascendancy. Alright, sure. We saw the win gun, it's Destiny Spinner. Well, so far we have not blown up as many lands as I wanted. Psychologist, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you for you, thank you. We got nothing for this. We could try to Stonebrain Jeskai Ascendancy, but I don't think it's worth it against Enchantress. If they were actually Jeskai Ascendancy, it would be worth it, but if you're just randomly throwing Jeskai Ascendancy into Enchantress, they can win without it. Alright, let's blow up some lands, please. Ooh, there was a 1 precon leak? I might have missed that. Alright. We're gonna keep this, I guess. Ooh, let me see. It does look like, oh, we got some cards to talk about. Okay, after this game, they put up the Phyrexia Commander precons on Amazon, which means we actually get the 2 face commanders. Whether or not this is, I don't know, is this a leak? Does it even count as a leak? I will say, when something goes up on some place like Amazon, it doesn't feel like a leak to me in the same way that that a more traditional leak would be. To me, that kind of feels like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a leak. I will say that. Let's tick up the Ren, get back the land. Hit you with the Arbor Elf. We'll take a look at oh, we need a translation, you're right. All right, we will look at him after this round. After this round, we'll talk about the new commanders, and then we might just start our league over. Test league. Doesn't count. Stream is about to begin after this round. Opponent cracking their land. Yeah, Reddit's usually pretty good at translating stuff. Oh, and I'm sure you can help too, Jer Michello. That would be super helpful. Enchantress's presence. Well, wooded foothills. Crack wooded foot. So we need to find our combo pieces, essentially. Let's play the Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard a couple lands. Well, okay. We found one. We found the Yavimaya. We got the Fury in hand. We just need the Life in Limb. We need the Life in Limb, and we need to play it after the Yavimaya. So we got to get the Yavimaya down. We need the Life in Limb. That's the missing piece. And we actually get to do it. How about it? Pump fakes. Windswept Teeth. Cracks Windswept Teeth. I mean, if we blow up all of our opponent's lands, they shouldn't be able to combo us. Sethis draws a card. Yep. And Sanctum Weaver. Well, now we're going to probably have to Fury away those creatures, I think. All right, opponent going off. Life in Limb. Oh, even more Wrens. Wrens for days and days. Well, we'll play Yavimaya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fury. Kill them both. I mean, I guess if we do find Life in Limb, it's still going to be pretty good. With a million Wrens in hand, the Wrens can still kind of wreck them. Get back the land. Hit you for 2. Pass the turn. All right. Life and Limb. Green Sun's Twilight is going to be the next Aetherworks Marvel. Wait. What is Green Sun Twilight? I remember the blue one. What's the green one? Opponent. Was it one of the leaks? Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, Green Sun's Twilight. I mean, it's probably most closely compared to Green Sun Zenith, I would assume. Opponent. Utopia Sprawl draws a card. Blowing up this land would make me so happy. Opponent. Sphere of Safety. Yep. Life in Limb. We need to find the Life in Limb. Oh, Seasoned Pyromancer. Well, 1, 2. Actually, let's think about this. So play the land, crack the land to thin the deck, to dig for Life in Limb. Get a Stomping Grounds untapped. Run out Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard Ren in a land. Tick up Ren. Get back a land. Go to combat. Hit you a bunch. Oh. Just kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We instead hit you for 0. New plan. Hit you for 0. Playing Arbor Elf. Playing Arbor Elf past the turn. About it, Adepts. Green Sun's Twilight is like... is like a mixture between a Green Sun Zenith, I guess, and a Genesis Wave. You get a creature or land. And or land. So, okay, Jeskai Ascendancy. Doesn't do as much without a creature, though. And the creature also has to not be summoning sick. Okay, Sterling Grove. Draws 1,000,000 cards. We need that life and limb. We need that life and limb. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. About it. So we bold our opponent's face. We ultimate Ren. We bold our opponent's face. We Ren. We... Oh, that's not enough. That's not enough. Autumn-Jake, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 69 month. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A very nice resub. What do you think of splashing in white for enchantment tutors? I mean, it would probably, well, it would increase our odds of finding life and limb, that's for sure. I think it depends on the goal of the deck. I think from the perspective of winning, it's probably not the right call. From the perspective of wanting to blow up as many lands as possible, it probably is. Oh boy. All right. Well, bolt your face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we just... Oh, they're going to go infinite. They're going to go infinite. Bone Crusher Giant. Lucid with the gift sub to Ninja Dave. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I always admire people who can deal with Moto after playing MTGA. Yeah, I mean, if you've been playing Moto for a long time, it's not that bad. If you're new to it, then it can definitely be a hassle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot find it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can attack with one creature, but that doesn't do much. Well, Emblem Ren. Play a Ren. Get back a land. We can bold our opponent to 2. But that's not enough to win. We need 2 turns, and I don't know if we get them. Opponent. Oh, if we could have blown up this land, our life was so much better. We just couldn't find it. Sethis. Also, Hexproof. Okay. So our opponent needs the Fate Stitcher, basically. And they should win. Maybe there's some world where we can kill it in response, but it seems unlikely. About it. Sanctum Weaver. But it is not unsummoning sick, although our opponent is now also gaining life, which is an issue. Okay. Opponent. Abundant Growth. Draws a roughly infinite number of cards. Although, it's probably going to be harder for them to cast stuff at instant speed, isn't it? So we probably can kill the Fate Stitcher. Alright, there's the Fate Stitcher. So we gotta kill that or our opponent wins. About it. Unearth's Fate Stitcher. And plays a Windswept Heath. Well, okay. Stomp the Fate Stitcher. About it. Hey, what's up, Stone Raid? How are you? We haven't seen Thoracle. It seemed like they were winning with Enchantress stuff and just jamming Jeskai Ascendancy and Fate Stitcher into it. Alright, opponent lets it go. So they get to untap, they make a bunch more mana. But no Fate Stitcher. So no infinite. Although our opponent 100% wins next turn. Like, untapping with Sanctum Weaver does go infinite. Which means we gotta draw the Life and Limb. We gotta draw the Life and Limb. Main concerns from content creators and competitive players regarding Arena is how bad the economy is, particularly how expensive it is to collect a full set. Do you feel like gold packs have improved that enough? They've definitely improved it, for sure. It's like, it's really, really a massive, massive improvement. So, huge shout out to Wizards for actually... That's the first time I can think of in a long time that they actually made a meaningful positive improvement to the economy. So does it make it fixed, quote unquote? I don't know if I go quite that far to say that everything's great now, but it certainly was a big step in the right direction. Opponent, more Sanctum Weavers. Yeah, at this point, maybe they'll have enough enchantments that it won't matter. Our last turn, the killing this forest gets rid of 4 enchantments and then also allows us to start attacking, which would have been really helpful. At this point, they have so many and they've gained so much life that I guess we probably just lose regardless. It would still feel better if we wrathed away all of our opponent's mana before we lose. But yeah, I mean, the Sterling Grove double Sanctum Weaver Seth's setup is going to be pretty unbeatable. Hey, what's up, Dark Lyric? Welcome, welcome. Hello from the US. Yeah, gold packs have been great. They've been certainly great. Well, all right. What do we find? Opponent, 13 cards in hand. Going to do some discarding. All right, after this, we're going to look at the spoilers, and then we're going to restart, I think. Opponent named Urza Saga. More Furies. Not helpful. GG. All right, so these were the test matchups. These didn't count. We just learned a little bit about the deck. We learned a little bit. We'll give it one more shot, although this deck might actually be more against the odds than you would think. All right. Let's look at these. Let's look at these two. If you're trying to avoid any pseudo leaks, if these count as leaks, I don't even know. But if you're trying to avoid anything that is sort of like a leak, avert your eyes. We're gonna look at the new Commander Precon cards that were posted on Amazon today. So let's see what we got here. If I can pull them up. All right. So first, oh god, something Atraxa, XL, Descendant of Atraxa. So Abzan, 1, a white, a black, and a green, legendary Phyrexian Angel, Flying Vigilance, Toxic 2. So 2 poison counters. It's a 2/5. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters exiles the top card of his or her library face down. You may look and play those cards as long as they remain exiled, and you may and you may spend mana, as well as mana of any color, to cast those spells. That's going to be a popular card. That's going to be a popular card. It looks really fun. Commander players love casting their opponent's spells, and this is a pretty sweet way to do it. And I gotta say, I love the toxic mechanic. Not so much the toxic mechanic, but the corrupted mechanic. The mechanic that is, if your opponent has some number of poison counters, does something. Last time, in fact, was so bad because it was either I'm full on infect trying to poison you out, or these cards are stone unplayable. I like that Corrupt is giving you something in between, where you don't have to be trying to get 10 poison counters on your opponent for you to be able to take advantage of them. It's not that you get to 9 poison counters and it's still all meaningless. All you gotta do is get to 3, and then all of a sudden you're getting these sweet abilities. So I really, really like that mechanic. I expect this to be kind of a popular commander. Do you think the RT might change the poison rules for commander with Wood? Probably not, because I have no idea what the RC thinks and does. Usually the opposite of what I think they should do. Should they? I would say yes. I mean, I've been a 20 infect guy for a long time. Commander number 2, if we can find the translation somewhere. Uh-oh. Is there no translation? Oh, here it is. Nyali Sun's Vanguard. 4-mana Boros, legendary human rebel. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. Every time one or more tokens you control attacks a player, exile the top card from your library. During any turn you attacked with a token, you can play that card. So if that translation is correct... Hey, thank you, Michello. I appreciate it. If that translation... Oh, attacking tokens. If that translation is correct, I think it's a little meh. So essentially, well, I guess it's not that bad in Commander in specific. So you're a Boros token commander. You're a Boros token deck. Your tokens get double strike. That's pretty sweet. It's going to work better with bigger tokens, giving your 1/1s double strike. Less exciting than giving your, Desolation Twin token double strike or whatever, your 10/10 token. But still, powerful ability. At first, I was like, this is only drawing you 1 card each turn. Every time you attack with 1 or more tokens, exile the top card of your library. The thing is, if this wording is correct, every time you 1 or more tokens attack a player, that would mean you would be able to draw 3 cards a turn, essentially, because you're exiling 1 for each opponent if you attack all 3 opponents. That's actually pretty powerful. We've seen cards like that in the past where you're drawing 3 cards each turn. I'm thinking of, is it Malcolm? What's the pirate one that is worded in a similar way, where if you attack all your opponents, it triples up each turn? We've seen several cards like this. They end up being pretty powerful in Commander in specific. In 1v1, they're pretty underpowered. I mean, I guess that's kind of interesting. Like, Boros tokens, not the most supported token archetype. Selesnya is kind of number 1. I think that the Angel, though, is probably the big winner. I think this one will be really popular. Players love Infect. They love stealing their opponent's cards. It's in a cool color combination. The stats are fine. This one, it's another Boros attacking commander, but the token twist is nice. I do like it. Well, what do y'all think? What do y'all think of these new legends? Hyped or not hyped? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they handle the poison thing. Stealing cards is a super hassle on spell table. That's true. Although, honestly, I don't know if I want Wizards to design around that. Kind of the same way as I don't really like when they design cards specifically for digital. I think that designing cards, like not printing theft effects for spell table would be tough. That would be tough. People love playing Infect but hate playing against Infect. Same with stealing cards. That is true. It is less fun when your opponents are doing it to you. Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't an equipment commander. We have enough Boros equipment commanders to last another few years, I think. I mean, I know it's a popular archetype, so it makes sense that they keep printing them, but we have so many of them. Esper Thopter Tribal. Hey, how's the laundry going, Magikarp? Yeah, the Abzan one is my favorite of the two, for sure. I kinda... Yeah, I could see putting together the Abzan one. I don't know if I could see building the Boros one. I mean, I'd build it and play it on a Commander Clash or something and try it out, but I couldn't imagine building like a paper deck that I was going to play repeatedly out of it. It's not exactly my favorite play style. Being a descendant of Atraxa means someone had sex with Atraxa at some point. I mean, who knows how Phyrexians reproduce? Maybe there's another way around that we're not seeing. I don't know the lore enough, but ooh, Okay. Utopia Sprawl, Urza Saga. I mean, we'll try this. We got the Life and Limbs. Although we might not be able to play the Life and Limbs. We might have to wait. All right, Utopia Sprawl on green. Go. So we gotta play the Life and Limb after, right? Because of the bug, apparently. Opponent, gonna do some scamming. Yeah. Well, this is bad. Phyrexians probably reproduce like aliens from Red vs. Blue. Yeah, I could imagine there being some creative way of reproducing. Well, I mean, after all of this, we just get to kill the Grief. We do lose all of our combo pieces, which is sad. But, I mean, we get to play Pirate Spellbomb. Pirate Spellbomb snipes the Grief. All right, we got Thoughtseize a ton, but the game's not over yet. Well, there's actually been some debate over whether it's a bug or a rule, but the way it's working, which our level 1 judge in the chat said is incorrect, is if you play the Yavimaya before the Life and Limb doesn't do anything. But if you play in the other, wait, is that correct? The Yavimaya after the Life and Limb, it doesn't do anything. You have to play the Life and Limb after the Yavimaya for the lands to become forest, which seems wrong to me. Opponent. All right, grabbing a land, sure. I mean, we get to start making Saga tokens. We don't have many Life and Limbs left in our deck. Opponent, do the Voidwalker. Well, okay. Make a construct, sack the land, get a Stomping Grounds, untap, float a mana, get a expedition map. Fury. Away the Voidwalker. And hit you for 2. I hate losing to Scam, but I will say, when your opponent double thought seizes you on turn 1 and you win, it feels pretty good. Monday. Monday should be Budget Magic Zombies. Yeah, that is the plan. Well, go to combat, hit ya. Opponent. Down to 7. Wow, the boring plan is just to play another Fury and keep attack. Yeah, I mean, I think that's... Oh, this is dull, but I think it's correct. I guess sometimes you just gotta win in the boring MH2 way. Well, cast another Fury. No damage. Can you stop us? Here we come. The Furies are here. Yeah, I mean, I think the right choice here is Fury, because it just probably gives us lethal. Opponent, Thoughtseize, reveals a hand of seasoned Pyromancers, and scoops it up. Look at the hand. Look at the hand. Hey, what's up, Magnolios? How are you? Why is the deck called Scam? I mean, basically because of its playstyle. It's, I believe it came over from Hearthstone. I don't know, maybe someone who knows other games better than me. Isn't Scam a Hearthstone term? I know it's been used in, in auto battlers. Like, I remember playing Storybook Brawl, there were scam archetypes where the idea is being basically instead of playing the game fairly, you're trying to do one sort of oddball thing that decks aren't prepared to deal with and get wins because of it. So in this case, the idea is you're trying to like double Thoughtseize on turn 1 and with Grief and hope that that's enough to win the game, which a lot of times it is, and then sometimes it isn't. Do we want the relics? So I could definitely see bringing in Shadow Sphere. Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer is a card that could be good on the play. Yeah, it's probably still worth it. Veil of Summer and Bone Crusher out. And yeah, that might be it. Run it like that. So far, I gotta say, we have blown up almost 0 lands. I wonder if there's a deck origin name. So the name has been used in a lot of places. September, August, March, Rakdos Scam, Rakdos Midrange. Maybe that might be the earliest reference. But yeah, the like Rakdos evoke elemental, feign death, or whatever. Try to have a way to put it back into play on turn 1. It's just kind of taken on that name over the months. Well, we're gonna try this. If we get scammed, it's pretty bad. We have cast Life in Limb. We have not. We've blown up a single land so far, which, well, here comes the scam. We've blown up a single land. Hey, see you, motherfucker. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good dinner. We've blown up a single land. I was hoping we would have blown up many more. Why are you playing Expedition Map over Sylvan Scrying? We can get Expedition Map with Urza Saga. What do you think about Goblin Chain Whirler in this deck? I mean, Chain Whirler would be fine. Although, I guess my concern would be, well, that would have been sweet if we were on the play. That Veil of Summer would be spectacular. As it is, this is a bit. Yeah, we're gonna pass. As it is, I'm trying to figure out if more ways to deal 1 damage to things or what the deck needs. That's what I'm not 100% sure on. Like, is the issue with the deck that we're not good enough at blowing up stuff after we get Life in Limb and Yavimaya? Or is the issue that it's not that easy to get Life in Limb, Yavimaya, opponent with the greed? With the greed. Well, I guess they saw our hand, but we're gonna blow that up and leave you with 1 land and see what happens. Opponent scamming themselves a little bit over there. Passes. Well, never lucky. You couple 1-lander, opponent. That's on you. That's on you, friend. Well, play. Yeah, we gotta play the Utopia Sprawl. Utopia Sprawl on red. Pass the turn. We're playing Life in Limb Land Destruction. Attempting to be Life in Limb Land Destruction. About it. Oh, it's still legendary too. Well, that's not the best. Wow. Although our opponent's getting a little punished. Oh, and it still works? Why is this making green mana? This deck, Moto does not like this deck. Lands your opponent's control with the chosen name. Lose all land types and abilities. I mean, it doesn't really matter here. We can cast it with colorless mana anyway, but... No, wait. Is this another layers thing? No. So this is still working? Everything's still a forest? But it's not it is a forest. I'm so confused. My brain. My brain can't handle it. So is this a pun or correct? No one knows. Urza Saga ticking up. Play another Urza Saga. Pass the turn. Opponent. I mean, this is kind of the problem with Scam. For all the power you get out of the deck, it also can really fall apart. Well, make a construct. Untap. Make a construct. Opponent. I mean, it is a forest, but it doesn't say mountain is a forest like it normally does. It usually has that big text out there, mountain is forest. Well, I mean, I guess we take the map. Okay, so chat. Because my brain's not big enough for this. If I play another Yavimaya now, is all this going to go really wrong? If we legend rule ourselves so we can crack this expedition map, I mean, I guess maybe we just shouldn't do it anyway. Why is this text so... I'm just a simple man. Just want to blow up some opponent's lands by turning them into forests. That's it. That's all. Yeah, we'll Veil of Summer this. Draw Lightning Bolt. Hit ya. Do it for science. Well, at this point, it doesn't matter anyway because we had to tap it for other reasons. So I don't think we want to do it this turn either way. Wow, opponent. Land in a land in a land. Has a fighting chance. Fable the Mirror Breaker? Blood Moon, okay. Wait, so now it's not a forest, but wait, but this still taps for any color. wait, so this Yavimaya is a legendary land mountain that taps for any color of mana because Alpine Moon's ability to make it tap for any color is trumping Blood Moon's ability to make it into a mountain. Our mountain is now normal, but I think if I play this Yavimaya, Yavimaya should beat the Blood Moon? Is that correct? We're gonna find out. So let's float a mana. Play Shadow Sphere. Play another Yavimaya. Nope, that is incorrect. Okay. So that doesn't work. This is like a judge exam. Blood Moon always wins unless Alpine Moon is involved because this still taps for any color. Our opponents kind of non-bowed themselves just a smidge here. Opponent season my romancer. Well, let's crack this. Get a forest. What a weird game of Magic. Oh yeah, throw Life and Limb and I kind of hope we draw Life and Limb now just to see what'll happen. Throw Life and Limb into the mix and who knows? We're going to have a forest that's not a forest, that is a land that's not a land. About it. Malakar Meyer, the mountain, passes. I mean, sadly, I think we just win here. Because we play this Wooded Foothills, it's actually a mountain, and then we stomp our opponent, and then we bold our opponent. Oh. Wow. Well, it's a win, I guess. We definitely never. Yeah. The problem is our opponent will just kill us. I don't think we could. If we had it in hand, we definitely would have played it rather than just burning our opponent out. Yeah, I wanted the insanity to continue. That was wild. That was wild. A quick reminder, if you need some wild cards of your own, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. This deck is over my head. Too much for my brain. We need to blow up a land. The only lands we've blown up are our own by legend ruling our Yavimayas. I was expecting our opponent's lands to be dying constantly, but that hasn't happened yet. Maybe I'll become a science content creator. Actually, you wouldn't want that. Science. Actually, chat, good question. I don't know if we've ever talked about this. What was your worst subject in school? College, high school, whatever. What did you really not like or were bad at? Because I will say, for me, I think we get the free win. Aspiring Spike said, "Sorry, Seth, gonna keep this one a secret." So apparently, Spike's not streaming at the moment. Not streaming at the moment. Working on something new. Doesn't want to unstream yet. So, I mean, I guess keep an eye on Spike's Twitch in upcoming days for some secret hidden brew that's too early for us to know about. Very bad at math. Irish Rager, science is my jam. Science, for me it's science. I mean, technically that means we're 2-0. Yeah, science stuff. Oh my God. Biology, chemistry. That is my worst by far. Irish Ranger, welcome to the visual for the 27th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. PE, English. See, I was the other way. Science, oh my God, so incredibly bad. English, I can do that all day. Like writing or anything like that. That's good. History, I actually like history. I find history interesting. So I guess I don't know. If you are interested in a subject, it's much easier to be good at it, I think, because you actually don't mind learning about it. Honestly, I like learning pretty much everything. I've always just liked to learn things. Things interest me. So I can deal with most subjects except for science. Science is the worst. What about history? I was going to ask that too. What was your favorite class? So we talked about your worst. What is your favorite? Do you have pronunciations in English class? More writing than talking. My favorite, funny enough, was PE, even though I was and still am an overweight person. I always liked like sports as well, PE and whatnot. Dodgeball. Can't be dodgeball. Ouch. Well, going to 5. Okay, we have the combo. We have the combo. What are we putting to the bottom? Bolt. So Utopia Sprawl. Maybe Ren. We probably got to put Bolt to the bottom. All right, try like that. 5 cards it is. 22 lands, I believe, in the deck. Steam Vents. Tapped. Could use a fetch land. Well, Stomping Grounds and Utopia Sprawl on green. Go. Opponent Windswept Heath and cracks it. Hey, welcome, Schmart. Good to have you on the stream. Welcome. Ooh, that's a natural forest. Wait, no, chat. We talked about this, chat. Can I play the Yavimaya or can I not play the Yavimaya to play around the bug? If we play the Yavimaya, that's good, right? We want to play the Yavimaya first. I don't want to mess this up again. Play the Yavimaya first and then the Loam, and we're good. Okay. Just want to double check. All right, play the Yavimaya. Utopia Sprawl. On, I guess, still green. Ren in 6. Tick it up. And pass the turn. Next turn. Next turn is where the fun could begin. Opponent. What do you got? Oh, we do need to resolve it. And they do have Ren, so they're going to be able to get their lands back. Windswepties. We could use the Fury or something. Oh, I did see that. That is amazing news that Damar's doing better. I had really, truly never seen anything like that. Opponent to Fairy. Going to bounce a land. Well. Oh, no! Opponent's going to Fury away our red. Oh. And now our life and limb doesn't do anything. And our opponent... Oh, no. No. Haywire Might. Not good. Oh, we're done. Not only does this not look good, I mean, we can't even... If we play life and limb, our opponent just mows down our lands and we lose. I think it's actually, like, very close to just scoop time, honestly. I don't think there's any... Yes, deck seems really bad. How did someone 5-0 with this? That's the part that gets me. Is an against the odds deck. Life and Limb to beat down Ren. I mean, if we play Life and Limb, all of our lands are tapped, though. So we would play the Life and Limb. I guess we could have... we would have no untapped lands. So all of our lands would be tapped. Our opponent shoots down the one with the Utopia Sprawls, and then I guess we attack for 2, and then they shoot down the next one, and the next one. They'd basically be doing to us what... Yeah, they must have played Spike 5 times. Run to Spike 5 times in a row. Easy 5-0. Yeah, we're gonna go to the next one. Yeah, and our opponent would also have untapped lands to block with. There's no... Yikes. I mean, we are 2-0. We are 2-0 at the moment, so that's the good news. Bad news is... Haywire Might hasn't been good this league. I guess we can bring in the Veil of Summer. I don't know if that's that good. Go down the Dead Gone, try it like that. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if that is true. Do you think how many games do you think it would take to just get a 5-0 by volume? Like, do you think any random against odds deck we play, if we just played it enough, we'd go 5-0 eventually? I mean, I think that's true. I think if we did play it enough, I think we would go 5-0 eventually. But how many games would it take? Are we talking thousands? Or are we talking like 50? Oh, but Life and Limb is the whole reason we're playing the deck. This is the whole reason we're playing the deck. This is it. I don't know if most... That's true, with a 50% win rate, although how many against the odds decks have a 50% win rate? Some of them. I mean, I think we can... Oh, no, this is a Kahira deck? I missed that the first time. 3,125 times. Yeah, that's a few. That's too many. But a 50% win rate, 30 leagues, you can do that in a week, less than a week. Well, what if fails? Crack, what if fails? Forest, and Utopia Sprawl on red. Go. I mean, we got the Life and Limb. Fable the Mirror Breaker is pretty good. I just want to do it once. I just want to see all of our opponents' lands get furied away. That'll make it all worth it. But someone asked earlier in the stream, is this a Much Brew deck or an Against the Odds deck? I'm going to go with Against the Odds deck. Now that we've played it a bit, I think it's more of an Against the Odds deck. Opponent. Utopia Sprawl of their own. Well, we will play an Urza Saga. Play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Pass the turn. It is modern Meme Dream, isn't it? I mean, really, there's not that much of a difference between Against the Odds and Much Brew. Honestly, the biggest difference is who builds the decks. Ooh. Okay. Against the Odds decks are 99% decks that I build. Like, people vote in the poll, the community. Oh, jeez. The community votes. The community votes in a poll, and well, that's super fun. The community votes in a poll, and I build a deck around the winning card. Huh. Well, yes. Life and Limb, Stomping Grounds. Go to combat. Hit you with the gobbo. I mean, opponent gets to Ephemerate again, too, which is so annoying. Hit ya. Wooded Foothills. Crack Wooded Foothills. Grab a mountain. Play a red. Tick up red. Get back. Urza Saga. Play an Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. We're close. We're close. We're close to blowing up lands. We got the Yavimaya. We got the Life and Limb. Opponent is brutally blowing up all of our cards. Triple Foundation Breaker. This is basically Elemental Scam. Opponent. Raise and Reef. But now it's our turn. Now it's our turn to hopefully have some fun. We got the Wren, which can snipe stuff. Opponent passes. So Yavimaya first, right? Actually, should we attack? We need this Wren. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so Yavimaya. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Untap. Life and Limb. Turn them on. Ping down your Utopia Sprawl land. Pass the turn. Look at this board state. Look at this board state. Opponent untaps. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now what? We need the Fury. We need the Fury. Forest is green. Cavern of Souls is green. Oh, that is a painful summoning sick Windswept Teeth. Not cracking that this turn. And then next turn is going to be summoning sick as well. Opponent goes to combat. And attacks Wren. Attacks Wren. Attacks Wren. Changes their mind. I mean, you gotta attack Wren. If you don't attack Wren, we're gonna wreck ya. Wren's just gonna keep sniping your lands. Fury would be the dream. Gonna get in at the Wren. Okay, well, I mean, we will trade. Our Wren is pretty valuable here. Fury. Fury. Arid Mesa. Well, snipe the Beseju. Playing Urza Saga. Urza Saga Enchantment land creature, Urza's Saga, Forest Saproling. And, do we go attacking? Forest is green. Mountain is green. Yeah, we'll do a little attacking. We'll get... Uh-oh. No, that was the one attack we didn't want to make. Okay, well, that's fine. Opponent did not block it anyway. Yavimaya is the one land we don't want to lose. Opponent. It's only fixing for elementals, though, right? They can't ephemerate. They can't Teferi. Oh, opponent. We need like one more burns Arbor Elf. Well, okay, Urza's Saga ticks up. Snipe the Stomping Grounds. Play an Arbor Elf. And play an Arid Mesa. Pass the turn. What a weird setup. Bo's coming next. About it. Yeah, that's definitely what we're going to get with Urza's Saga. I like how the border glows green. Moto does have some nice little touches around the edges. Opponent didn't sack the Windswept Teeth either. About it. Passes. Well, make a construct. Untap. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, we got it. Okay. Float of mana. This is the dream. This is what we were waiting for. Float of mana. Grab a longbow. Tap, untap. I mean, I think this just leads to our opponent scooping. Cast a Fury. Yes! It happened! It happened. Kill them all. Actually, they get to get another... They get to get a land with the Windswept Teeth. Unfortunately. Sneaky opponent. Sneaky opponent. Saves their board with a Boseiju. No! We were so close. Oh, we were so close to glory. Well, now we're dealing damage to these lands that aren't creatures, which isn't nearly as helpful. Well, yeah. Okay, opponent. We're going to have to punish our opponent for that. They must pay a price. There's a price that must be paid. Get a Stomping Grounds. Oh, now we need another. Now we need another life and limb. Even when we do it, something goes wrong somehow. Well, attach it to the Arbor Elf. Go attacking. Headshot. That was pretty sweet. That was a good play by our opponent. I mean, this has been a very interesting game. Who went 5-0 with this? The name is on the deck list. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but if you pull up the deck command, it's on there. Risen Reef. Well, I mean, yeah, that was a clutch play. We can snipe that with our Modern All-Star Viridian Longbow. Ooh, and they hit another land. Another life and limb would make me very happy. Another Ren. Well, take up the Saga. This is kind of cute. We get to... Actually, I guess we knew it at instant speed. Play Urza's Saga. Ren. Snipe the Risen Reef. 1-2. 1-2. Go to combat, hit ya. And check this out. 1/2, make a construct. This is a forest, untap it. 1/2, make a construct. Wow, maybe Yavimaya Urza Saga is kind of busted. Untap it. Make a construct. Urza Saga is already busted, but this is the most busted Urza Saga ever, and our opponent scooped it up. Well, that was wild. One of my favorite things on Arena, hey, what's up, Ruger? How have things been? One of my favorite things on Arena is when our opponent ropes me while I have lethal. If I have a way to kill them at instant speed, I'll just leave them at 1 life for a few turns until they realize I'm enjoying it and scoop. That's the best way to handle ropers, probably. Just have fun with it. Oh, it takes so much work. We're on hard mode. We could just play Stone Rain. That's not our style, though. We're doing it on hard mode. That was cooler than the life and limb thing. I mean, maybe. It was definitely more effective just making a big board full of constructs. The deck is sweet. And technically we're 2-0. Technically we're 2-0. Broke it. Why did I end up 5-0 somehow? With the free spike win. Urza Saga is probably too good, honestly. Urza Saga, I think, is Ragavan level good. It just doesn't feel as bad to me, so it probably doesn't get as much heat. And the festivities would be great here. Yeah, it's something we've been talking about, is if it's worth adding Goblin Chain Whirler and the festivities, other like mass pinger effects. I'm really on the fence. On one hand, it's kind of a interesting forest, just like how the color at the top is kind of washed out. On one hand, those cards would be really good with once we have the combo set up. On the other hand, they don't do a whole lot before we have the combo set up in most matchups. So it'd be one of those give and take things, but some number of them could be worth it. Yeah, doesn't it? Something about the color is just weird to me. Opponent gonna get running. Yep. And passes. Well, we're gonna get Fable the Mirror Breaking. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Part 1 pass the turn. Hopefully our opponent does not have Foundation Breaker shenanigans about it. So what is your hype level for Phyrexia, chat? We are a week and a half, let's say, away from spoilers. Then we get just over a week of spoilers, maybe 10 days of spoilers, and then we get another break for a couple weeks, and then the set will actually come out. I don't know if I like that gap, but I am hyped for the set. I don't know if we can call this against odds if we have any Modern Horizons 2 cards in it. Fear and Urza Saga literally carrying the deck. I mean, oh, come on now. Opponent kills Urza Saga. That is unfortunate. Lots of Alpine Moons floating around today. Misty Rainforest. I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. On one hand, it's certainly very against odds with no Modern Horizons card. On the other hand, even with against the odds, we want to win on occasion. We want to win every once in a while. And literally playing no... Yeah, I guess we just discard them both. Well, Arid Mesa. Go to combat. Attack the Wren. Get a treasure. Crack the Arid Mesa. Get a Stomping Grounds. And Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Go. Yeah, it would definitely be more against odds. On the other hand, without playing any Modern Horizons cards, it is tough to win with a lot of decks. Yeah, I think that's something I struggle with too. If you're winning with door to nothingness, but you need to play some evoke elementals to get there, is it against the odds? I don't know the answer. I really don't. Sometimes your deck is so weird and janky, you literally need a couple of busted cards to make the whole thing work. Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, you can obviously do it without any of the busted cards, but then your win rate's gonna be close to non-existent, I think, with how high the power level is in Modern. Yeah, Fable, it's been very interesting to see Fable. No, come on now. It's been interesting to see Fable sort of more or less replace Season Pyromancer in Modern. I think you see more Fables now than Season Pyromancers, which is kind of impressive. Do you think that Wizards should add all the missing cards from Armageddon and Kaladesh that weren't in remastered sets to Arena, so Explore is a true reflection of Pioneer? Oh, okay. How do we do this? Well, okay, flip the Saga. Do we want to even loot anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably not. Play red. Get back Arid Mesa. Actually, just get back the mountain. Play the mountain. Fable of the Mirror Breaker Part 3. Pass the turn. I mean, next turn we might be able to start sniping lands. So that's actually a very interesting question. I think the question is what actually represents full Pioneer? So in my perfect world, yes, I would like to see every single card from all those sets on there. On the other hand, I'm a little, oh boy, opponent's gonna go off with the Omnath. On the other hand, there's some cards that really don't matter. I'm gonna try to find a good example of this. So they matter in the sense that completion is, oh no. Are they gonna Wrath our Wren? That would be a bummer. Oh, come on with the high rolls. All right, opponent high rolling their way to victory here. Well, you know what we need? We need a Fury, most of all. Opponent passes. We draw nothing. Well, we will discard a couple lands. Draw a couple more lands, apparently. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's not the best. Not the best. Yeah, so it's just a pile of elementals. What do we do here? Well, Playwooded Foothills, and I guess we just gotta pass, but our opponent's just gonna keep triggering this Omnath. Oh, yeah, Life and Limb's not looking super hot at the moment. Life and Limb, even being built around it, it seems hard to use. This would be a scenario where something like End the Festivities would actually be good. Like, if you could play Life and Limb, oh no. If you could play Life and Limb and just immediately wrath all the opponent's lands, that would actually be pretty powerful. So there would be situations, at least, where that would be helpful. Opponent drawing all the magic cards, hitting all the lands, doing all the Omnath stuff. Yeah. And that's another fetch land to max trigger Omnath. So when it comes to stuff like Amonkhet, having all of them be there for the sake of completion makes a lot of sense. But I think when you get down to the, like, there's so many cards in Magic that are really only for limited, that from the perspective of, even if you go to like Historic Brawl or like the most Pauper, I don't think the cards would actually ever be played. Maybe an example, I'm trying to find a good example in these sets. I think one pretty good example is like every set has some sort of disenchant variant usually. Most sets have some sort of illusionary wrappings variant where it's like you stop this one creature, you tap it down, you turn it into a 0/2 or whatever. This is not the best version of that, so even if you for some reason wanted this effect in your Historic deck or your Explorer deck or your Pioneer deck or your Pauper deck, this wouldn't be the one you'd choose. If this card never makes it to Arena, is that actually going to diminish my experience? Not really. Would I still like it to be there? Would I like Magic Online, it's complete sets. Every card is there. There's no picking and choosing. So yes. Well, yeah, for draft it's necessary. But if they're not doing drafts, so they're just trying to complete like Pioneer or whatever, then I don't know if that actually would matter. Kahira. Companion time. Okay. Opponent goes to combat. Big attack. I mean, we're kind of just dying. We can make a bunch of reflections if our opponent doesn't have interaction, but does that even do anything here? Does it even matter? I'm not sure that it does. Opponent pings us and then bolts us and wins. Opponent passes. Well, I mean, the difference between 3 and 2 is not much. So we get to do the little sneaky kiki combo, but I don't know what we do with a bunch of kikis. They don't win. Our opponent's at 21. We're at much less than 21. Make a kiki. I mean, it looks cool. Make a kiki. And do we have data on how profitable Arena is actually? Not really. There's a Saga. That doesn't actually matter. Another reflection of Kiki Jiki. And yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, if we had a... Oh, yeah, there's not much. All right, so, I mean, we got to send a message. Attack. Maybe this just scares our opponent away. Look at that big board of goblins. Yeah, we don't really have much info on the profitability of Arena. You get little dribs and drabs from Wizards or Hasbro's, like quarterly reports and stuff like that. The problem is it's not usually broken down, and it's in pretty broad categories where it's like gaming was down this quarter or whatever. So it's really hard to know. It's really hard to know what that means. So Life and Limb, boom. And Ren and 6, double boom. And Snipe Your Temple Garden. Gotcha. Oh, we're just dead. We're just sending a message, letting them know that we're Life and Limit. It's a flex more than anything. And then we'll scoop. You should turn the Kiki Jikis into Shaman tokens so you can get a ton of treasures. Yeah, we made one. We did make one. We can't make infinite like that. You can only copy other copies of Reflections of Kiki Jiki. Oh, did you see? Oh, let me see if I can find this. I was curious what your thoughts are on this. There was a big thing yesterday. There was a big thing yesterday about Hasbro pulling the plug on a bunch of games. Can I find it again? Ah, here it is. I was wondering what you thought this meant. So Hasbro, best known for D&D, blah blah blah, has canceled at least 5 video game projects as it scales back its ambitions in the industry. Wizards is still committed to making digital games. But the company has made some changes to our long-term portfolio to focus on games that are strategically aligned with developing our existing brands and those which show promise in expanding or engaging our audience in new ways. Fewer than 15 people lost their job, blah, 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 blah. The company also publishes Magic the Gathering. So far, results have been mixed. Dark Alliances was poorly received, but people are hyped for Baldur's Gate. Stock prices is down. Also canceled their internal project codenamed Jabberwocky and 2 other external games that were in early development. Do you think this means anything for the Magic community? Hey, do we get a raid? Hey, John likes games. Welcome, raiders. We're janky around in Modern tonight. Welcome. Oh, good to see you. Thank you so much for the raid, John Likes Games. Hopefully your stream was wonderful. Welcome. Good to see you, Mama and the Coordinator and Esquire and John. Good to see you, everyone. Hello. So does the game canceling thing, do you think that matters to Magic? Or is that just not related? I mean, I don't think they're canceling Arena. And they already offloaded Magic Online. What were y'all playing tonight, John? Ooh, black-white tokens in Historic? Sweet. Can we keep this? Probably not with 1 land. Well, okay. This will keep. We got the Life and Limb. We need the Yavimaya. We got the Fury, too. Okay. Let's put the Bolt to the bottom. This could work. It's not impossible. This could work. Tap land, go. Games are canceled behind the scenes all the time. It being this public, honestly, is the most surprising thing. So you think it's just kind of business as usual, essentially, but we don't usually hear about it? That makes sense. I could see that. What is there at Wizard? Oh no, burn. What is there at Wizards outside of D&D and Magic? That was kind of the main thing I was wondering. Do you think this means these were like Magic and or D&D related games, or is there another Life in Limb, or is there a bunch more going on at Wizards that we don't really know about behind the scenes? Well, Aaron Mesa, go. I think it's weird that it's 5 of them at once, but 1 or 2 being canceled, not a huge concern. Are we allowed to talk about spoiled cards? Yes, we love talking about spoiled cards. One of my favorite things to talk about, actually. What are you hyped for, Mormon Freeman? Where do you think the modern metagame would be if there were no Modern Horizons cards? Whew. I don't even know where to start with making a guess at that. I mean, I guess I would go back to what the meta looked like pre-Modern Horizons. Although the pre-Modern Horizons meta in the months leading up to it was the companion meta, which was also super broken. Let's see what's on top. Oh my god, that's Yavimaya. Okay. There's hope. There is hope. Can we live long enough? That's the question. Opponent hits us to 16. Bolts us to 13. Bolts us. Suspends a Rift Bolt. Okay. Crack this. Stopping Grounds tapped. Oh, we better not die right before we can do this. We draw Utopia Sprawl, so we can do it all next turn. Oh no, but we need a red card. We do need a red card. Let's think about this. Oh, I really want to blow up all their lands. I think we can survive. They shouldn't... they would need 4 bolts, essentially. Do we even play the Utopia Sprawl? Next standard set is Phyrexia, which is coming out in the beginning of February. Yeah, I'm hyped for Obliterator, too. Obliterator is a super cool card. I mean, we definitely got a Pyromancer, because we can't keep taking these Goblin Beads. So next turn, we need a red card to pitch to Fury, essentially. So if we play Yavimaya, which we got to play anyway, we play Yavimaya. We play Utopia Sprawl. We play Seasoned Pyromancer. We discard Life and Limb. We discard Stomping Grounds. And then as long as we hit a red card, we're good to go. All right. Yeah, let's try it. So, Utopia Sprawl, green. Seasoned Pyromancer. Life and Limb. Stomping Grounds. Okay, that's a Ren. That's a Ren. Pass the turn. Please don't kill us. Please don't kill us, opponent. We want to do cool things. Hot take. I would say that the game cancellations may even be a good sign, although this is a bit optimistic. Wizards has put the IP back on many lackluster games over the years. That is true. I think I'd rather have good games than a string of terrible games. That's a really good point. There have been a lot of duds over the last couple of years as Wizards has tried to get into the video game space, and maybe just not having those is a positive. Commander Labs, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Hold. So the idea of this deck, by the way, if you're a raider and you're new here, Life and Limb turns all forests in Saprolings into 1/1 Saprolings and forests. So essentially, we play Yavimaya, so all lands are forests. Then Life and Limb turns all lands into 1/1 creatures, and then hopefully we use Fury to wipe out all of our opponent's lands. So that's what we're hoping to do next turn if we're alive. When was the last good game that came out of Wizards? Not counting Arena, and like those are like Arena's done a lot of great things. Magic Online, the actual card games, D&D, like those are one thing. But in their video game program, have there been any that have been hits? I mostly hear I haven't played many of them, but I think like Magic Legends and all that kind of stuff. It seems like a lot of them come out and are a thing for a few months and then are shut down. I mean, Chandelar, though, you're going back to the 90s. The 90s. All right. Well, here we go. We untap. We play the land. We... 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I guess we can play the Utopia Sprawl. There's not really any reason to not play it. Actually, I don't even know. That's maybe whatever. I guess there's also not really a reason to play it. So play Life and Limb. Yes. And then we will Fury. Pitching a Fury. Opponent. How do you like that inspiring vantage? Opponent. What are we doing about it? Is this Boros Charm to make their lands indestructible? I will cry. I will literally cry. I mean, I guess we're saving a bunch of damage, but still, I will cry. We've been so close so many times with this deck. Oh, Puzzle Quest. It is. Oh, this deck cannot catch a break. No matter what we do, it is sure to go horribly wrong. All right. Well, in that case, we will pass the turn, I guess. Boros Charm Indestructible mode. You do not see that very often. That does not happen very often. How about it? 2 creature lads. Inspiring Advantage is green. Several D20 games were fine. Not sure how much Wizards was involved. Isn't it really bad if they kill your Yavimaya in response? Oh yeah, there are a lot of ways this can go wrong. we had Besage You on our Life in Limb that that turned all of our opponents' lands back into lands and not creatures, which got us pretty good. There are a bunch of ways. There are a bunch of ways that it can be a disaster. So let's try this. How about Ren in 6? We're doing so much work for so little gain. we're trying so hard. And the end result is like, we created a Stone Rain. Maybe multiple. Best case, we create an Armageddon, a one-sided Armageddon. Chandelier is sweet. Well, okay. Ping your land. Opponent. Are they doing this again? I mean, the funny thing is, if they just threw the Boros Charms at our face, we'd probably die. Okay, they are going to throw it at our face. All right, so opponent has given up on saving their land. So we will. What a weird way for this game to go. All right, they Boros Charm us down to 5. We will buff this. We'll buff this forest a little bit. Hit ya. For 1. Flawless. 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 We're going flawless, opponent. And now, the nice thing about this combo is our opponent's lands as creatures are summoning sick, which is super relevant because that essentially makes this a hard lock. So if our opponent plays a land, they can't use it for mana right away because it'll be a creature that's summoning sick. So that means we can snipe it with the Ren the following turn. So essentially we have hard locked our opponent out of the game at this point. Yeah, the lands being summoning sick is really big. Yeah, because they're creatures, they're now affected by summoning sickness. A true flawless victory requires you to have 69 life. That's going to be tough against Burn. I'll do my best, Rooker. I will try. So the deck loses to Darksteel. The deck loses to many things, Magikarp. We have learned. That's one thing we've learned today. Haha. Enjoy your summoning sick Forest Sapperling. Arid Mesa creature land is green. Just the cards look so hilarious, it makes it worth it. Arid Mesa, land creature, Forest Sapperling. Arid Mesa is green. Thank you, Magic Online. And it's a 1/1. And now it's dead. Can't they just bolt Yavimaya, or is there some layer stuff happening? Yes, if they had mana, they could theoretically bolt the Yavimaya. Killing the Yavimaya or killing the Life in Limb will fizzle what we're trying to do. Well, snipe it. Snipe it. I wonder what our opponent's thinking. Is this deck good in Soul Sisters? It'd probably be good against Soul Sisters. Yeah, that's a card a lot of people have mentioned. I think if we play a deck like this again in the future, we'll add a Goblin Chain Whirler and the Festivities, because a lot of people have asked for that. So I think by popular demand, it's probably worth adding one of those. Well, get in with the Motley Crew. Play him out and pass the turn. Hey Seth, first I've got to you, but you're my favorite service at MTG. Quick question. How do user-submitted decks on the main site work? Are they vetted at all, or can anyone just upload random crap? So viewer-submitted decks is in like, I'm trying to say, like Commander. Like this, for example, where you just have deck lists by random people, or if you go to the advanced search and just do user decks. If you're talking about that, like these decks, And those are just decks that people have uploaded into their collections and set on public rather than private. So those decks are not vetted in any way. It is literally anyone can upload these decks and set them to public, and you can see them, I can see them, everyone can see them. I do occasionally like, oh, opponent, okay, Wooded Foothills, not giving up for some reason. Well, we will snipe the Wooded Foothills. We will go to combat. We will hit you with the Dorks. Opponent, down to one, down to one. Wooded Foothills pass the turn. I do occasionally do like fish tank articles, which are decks that people actually send to me, not just randomly submitted to the site, but they're people email them to me or send them to me on social media or put them here in the Twitch chat. Those are decks that are more curated because they're decks that I found interesting. They're still not tested in the sense that it's not like I played a league with them or anything like that. But yeah, the user decks are just purely the users have submitted them to the site. Yeah, Monoflex Zombies coming up for... Wow, that's a good win too. That was the dream. That was the dream. That's what we wanted to do with this deck. That's the whole idea. Get the Life Inland, get the Yavimaya, hard lock him out of the game, and we finally actually truly pulled it off. It took a lot of games. This is what, match number 7, 6, something like that. It took a lot, but we got there. Yeah, zombies coming on Monday for Budget Magic, and I mean, there's no point in hiding it at this point because it got published, but we actually did get a 5-0 with it. There have not been too many true 5-0s in Budget Magic's history. We've had videos where we got 5 wins just playing 1v1 matches, but as far as actual Modern League 5-0s, there's not a ton of those in Budget Magic. I've been using the site to try to get some great ideas for Commander. Wasn't sure how to tell if a deck was actually good or well made, or some kitchen table brew. Yeah, so one thing I'd look at on the site is like Tomer's articles, the budget Commander articles. I can vouch for Tomer. You can also, another trick which I don't know how many people know this, but one thing you can do if you wanna try to curate a little bit is you can search by player. So you could go Commander and you could put in my username, which is Saffron Olive. And you could go back a couple of years here and set it to user decks. And this will show you all of the Commander decks that I have in my collection. So this is, if it has my name, it's a deck that I've built. If it has someone else's name, it's a deck that I saved to my collection, but someone else sent to me. Sometimes viewers submitted decks or whatever. So that's one way that you can get some more somewhat curated decks. You could also do Budget Commander for Tomer, Brewer's Kitchen for Phil, the Asian Avenger for Krim, or MTG Goldfish for Richard, or if you know anyone else's username. So if you look for decks by specific people, or another way you could do it, which is kind of neat, is if you go to my decks and you see, Ryu Planeswalker sent in a couple of cool decks that I liked for viewer submitted week, or Joshua G or whatever, then you could search by their name and then see decks that they have built. So I think, okay, 63 card special. Too busy talking about site stuff. How punished are we? Pretty punished. Yeah, we probably get a mulligan this. On a rampage! Welcome to the vid. Also, Doug makes really good decks. If you like high-powered stuff. Day and Wildfire. On a rampage! Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you oh no. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Well, then. Oh, boy. Okay. We should have been a little bit more on top of mulliganing. About it. I mentioned this on Twitter earlier, but I'm coming around to the best way to win on Haywire Might's actually a pretty nice one. Best way to win in Commander is to get pity wins. Just make people feel bad for you. Play the underpowered cards. Throw a Crawlworm in your deck. Who's gonna kill you if you play if you let them know you have Crawlworm in your deck, no one, make them pity you. Make them feel bad. So they're like, oh, I can't kill his stuff. He's playing Crawlworm. That's so underpowered and bad. It works. I think that is really the best strategy. Opponent. I mean, honestly, for being a 5-card hand, this isn't absolutely horrible. It's not great, but as far as 5 cards, it's not the worst. Would you care to roast review this janky deck of mine? It's trying to make Cerebral Vortex and Molten Vortex work, inspired by your Force Fruition deck. Ooh, let me see, Mr. the Gooch. All right, opponent has Eidolon, which is a good Haywire Might target at least. Season Pyromancer. Yeah, let's just Yavimaya. Haywire might take the beats. And is there any reason not to sack it now? Yeah, I think we just pass. So how do we get blown out by passing? If we pass, our opponent could Boros Charm, Indestructible Mode, Searing Blaze. Searing Blaze would be annoying. But if they have like a Goblin Guide, having a Chump Blocker would be, you know what, oh no, that's way worse than I thought. Okay. Non-creature artifact or enchantment. All right, reading the card. That does it. Thank you, Jay. You were way ahead of me on that one. Do you think the Wizards learned anything about the M30 failure? Do you think they'll backtrack prices if the community pushes back? I think they will backtrack on stuff like that. Do I think we're going to see normal boosters or collector boosters or secret lair drops drop in price, or even master sets? Not really. Do I think we're going to see another $1,000 proxy product? Also, no. I think Wizards, oh dear. Wow, that is literally all the things we were afraid of happening at once. All right, Searing Blaze kills the Haywire Might. At least we get to gain a couple of life. Opponent. Okay, 14 down to 12. We might have to Fury. We might have to Fury away the Eidolon, as much as that hurts. Down to 12. Kind of hoping they play another creature. That would make it a lot better. Or Lava Spikes us. Okay. Opponent passes. We're down to 9. We draw a Mountain. So Fury, pitch Pyromancer, kill the Eidolon, play Fable. I guess that's got to be the plan. Yeah, I think we have to. We can't keep taking the damage. Yeah, Fury, pitch Season Pyromancer. Get rid of this Eidolon, our nemesis. Urza's Saga, and Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Go. I mean, if we get all the way through this saga, we can get Shadow Sphere and gain some life, which would help. I think doing it this way is better, because then we can play the Urza's Saga. We wouldn't have the double red for Season Pyromancer, and I think our best bet is to find Shadow Sphere. Well, if we don't just get bolted out of this game. But our best bet's probably to find Shadow Sphere off this Urza Saga. That's the thing that could maybe gain us enough life to stay in this game. Well, we're going to discard both of these super quick. Yes. Discard. Take up the Saga. Go to combat, hit ya. Get a treasure. Play the land. I think we actually run out the Fury. The Fury gives us enough life gain to win for sure if this works. Run out the Fury past the turn. About it. Oh, Boros Charm into Bolt. Yeah. Well, I mean, Burn doing burn things. Haywire might fail us. Yeah, I think our best bet's Fury and then hope we live somehow and then put the Shadow Sphere on it. But no. That's kind of how burn goes. I mean, Pyro doesn't dig further, right? They're both draw 2, discard 2. Discard 2, draw 2, discard 2, draw 2. They dig exactly the same. Well, okay. So we need to take some cards out of our deck. Part of the problem there is we had to mull to 5. Maybe Haywire Might's just bad. It does gain 2, but... Alright, Haywire Might out. Viridian Longbow out. And 1 Ren out? Actually, let's just go down the Dead Gone. Run it like that. Delphi Guru, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you. It's a lot of 3 drops. Wait, how does it get 1? I'm so confused. Discard up to 2 cards, draw that many cards. So discard 2, draw 2. Discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. How does one of those get deeper? I'm so confused. Hey, what's up, John Meyer? Good to have you. Welcome. I was wondering if you'd take a look at this budget combo deck that pods into Woodland Bellower, which lets us repeat it in Yorion and then get rhinos and other stuff. Ooh, that sounds spicy. I'd love to take a look at it. Sounds just so fair against burn. Like, they're going to get off to a fast start, and we're just going to start playing 3 drops. Oh, no. Well, this hand is less fair, but it also has 0 action. On the turn in question, you only had 1 card to discard. If you took the season Pyromancer line, so you discard 1 to draw 2. Well, I mean, but it still gets the same depth, though, right? Like, that would be more card advantage, but you're still getting the same number of cards down into the deck. We would end up with 1 more card in hand. Although, that would mean we discarded Urza Saga. And I think, like I said, I think our only way to win that game... I'm actually tempted to keep this. And just hope we... Oh, we can't keep this. But we're not going to win at 5 either. Opponent also mulligan, though. Yeah, we would have had to not play Urza Saga to be able to play Pyro. And I think our only way to win is Urza Saga, Shadow Sphere. I think that's the only realistic plan from that position. Oh, 5 is so sketch. All right. 5 it is. Well, actually, this is not the worst 5 I've ever seen. Okay, so we keep... Oh, if this was a 7-card hand, it would be spectacular. As a 5-card hand... Yeah, if this was 7, this hand would be so good. What are we putting to the bottom? Maybe the Fury? Maybe it's... I think we gotta keep Bone Crusher, because that's 2 cards in 1. Fury to the bottom, and... I mean, probably Arbor Elf, because that's gonna die. Life and Limb? But that's the whole point! I would rather die trying to Life and Limb than win without Life and Limb, I think. Although, you're probably right that that's the worst card. But we already have the Yavimaya. You know what? We're going for it. Boom. We're going for it. We are going for it. All right, what if whales go? Bone Crusher into Life and Limb into Take That Bird, got him. About it. What do you got? Inspiring Vantage and Monastery Schwiftspear. Gets in. Hits us. Sure. Yeah, we'll just untap. Draw Utopia Sprawl. That's actually pretty interesting. So crack this for a mountain. Yavimaya. Utopia Sprawl. Our mountain on... Red. And pretty rare to have a Utopia Sprawl in a mountain. Stop the Swiftspear. Pass the turn. Hey, good luck with the Laundry Magikarp. Oh, this is close. We can get down the Life and Limb. Although we would like a way to... Oh, I wish we still had that Fury. We need a way to kill our opponent's stuff. We need like a Wren or something. Just turning all of our lands into... into 1/1s against Burn seems very risky. This is Streets of New Capenna, I believe. Yeah, this is one of the Streets of New Capenna lands. About it. Sacred Foundry. I know, really. The duality of man, indeed. About it. I mean, if they have random land destruction, that's super bad for us. Bolts our face, yup. And suspends a Rift Bolt. Alright. Ooh, we draw Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, that would mean discarding the Life and Limb. Well, play Urza Saga. I don't think we can play it at the moment. Let's play Bone Crusher. If our opponent spends a burn spell on Bone Crusher, that's sort of a win unless it's Searing Blaze. Oh, I forgot to look. Oh no, what was the deck list I was supposed to look at? There's 2 of them. Ripple for about it. Molten Vortex. Ripple, well, going face. Sure. Ooh. I remember a deck like this. Fevered Visions used to be one of my favorite cards. It's been a minute since we played Fevered Visions. But the idea seems super fun. Rune Flare Trap, Molten Psyche, forcing everyone to draw cards, burning them out. It could be a sweet budget deck. It seems like it should be kind of cheap. Cheap enough, probably cheap enough for budget Magic. Maybe minus the Pathways or the Fiery Islet, but yeah, that looks fun. Opponent, Skewer the Critics are face down at 9. Oh, do they have enough just to straight up burn us out? Opponent, passing. They might be able to. Arbor Elf. Well, take up the Urza Saga. Oh. Go to combat. Attack ya. Are we going to discard our Life and Limb? I think we are. It feels so sad, but I think we have to. Hit ya with a Bone Crusher. Playing Arbor Elf. And Seasoned Pyromancer. Yeah, this one we just have to play it this way, unfortunately. Draw a couple cards. This is an example of the Season Pyromancer with one card, generating a nice chunk of card advantage. We still could just get burnt out here. Well, discard the life and limb. Oh, double bolt. Oh my god. If we don't die, we should win next turn. But if our opponent can like Boros Charm, they need to draw a bird spell. It's all gonna be this top deck. If they top deck a bird spell, we're probably dead, almost certainly. If they top deck a creature or a land, then we should have it. Down to 5, opponent taps, knocks the top of their deck. Are we dead, or are they dead? They haven't cast him yet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is Xaxes. About it. Okay. Wow, the redraw land. So they need to hit exactly 2 bolts. They need 2 1-mana burn spells. If they crack the walls, is so close. This is so close. Oh, let me see, Jonah, man. I got distracted. I will pull it up as soon as we finish this game. Hang on. This is, I mean, because it's all coming down to this. It is all right now this turn. Is it time we revisit Owling Mine now that we have a weird Springleaf Drum variant? Ooh, Owling Mine is such a sweet old jank deck. It could be fun to try. Yeah, this one's super close. I don't know what our opponent's thinking about. If they have like another Boros Charm in hand, that's bad for them. Maybe they have Searing Blaze? And they gotta cast it now? I don't know. Outside of Panharmonicon effects, what do you think is the best design Magic card? Who? Best design. So I like anything that doubles up, like Panharmonicon stuff. All right, here it is. Potent Sax of Fiery Islet. I think like cycling is just a great mechanic. Most cards with cycling. Honestly, like OG Kicker too. I think there's also just iconic and very cleanly designed cards. Like Swords to Plowshares is just like, it's a super clean design. Maybe it's too powerful for today or whatever in some formats, but it's just such a sweet, clean design. We draw Forest. Well, okay. Float mana. Float mana. I think this should be enough. Sack the Saga. Get Shadow Sphere. Equip Shadow Sphere to Bone Crusher. Well, not the Armageddon win, but maybe a win. Hey, Isabolt, thank you so much. Welcome. I appreciate the kind words. Welcome to the stream. 6 years. That's a long time. What year would that be? 2016? 2017? That's almost, I think I started making content 2014. The end of 2014. Well, go attacking. Do they have deflecting SWAT palm? Hit ya. Oh, down to 5. Past, oh, we're up to 10. We're good. Past the turn. Opponent. It was Boros Charm, wasn't it? It was Voltia. Kill ya. And okay, we get a treasure chest. I would be curious what oh, 1,000 Year Storm is a sweet card. I mean, there's a ton of sweet designs. And I will give Wizards a huge shout out for that. Every single set, there is almost every single set at least, there is some card that is a really cool design. Ooh, Wombo combo. Wow. Ooh, this is some Prime Speaker Vanifar action, eh? So got the Prime Speaker Vanifar loop. Woodland Bellower can get the Renegade Rallier to get back the Hydrix Tower Scout or core Woodland Bellower Renegade Rallier to get the Corridor Monitor. Go back through the loop. What is the actual finish? So is there a way to like loop enough Siege Rhinos to win? I mean, it looks sweet, Soda Master. It looks super sweet for sure. I love Vanifar decks. It's just a really cool style of deck. Do you just eventually overwhelm your opponent? What would you pick, chat? Is the best design card? If we go to some recent sets, like I really think that we can pick out something that's just an awesome design almost every single set. Like if we go to Brothers War, I think Awaken the Woods, I think that's just an awesome design. It hits all the marks. It's referencing a pretty iconic old card. It's also a pretty powerful effect. It's also unique. We haven't had these X spells that are making tokens that are lands before. So for me, Awaken the Woods is just like a hit. Like it is a really, really well designed card. And I think you can name a bunch of other. I like one with the multiverse a lot. The things that combines together, I think is a really cool. And I think if we just kept going back through sets, I think we'd be able to pick out 3, 4, or 5 cards that are just really good, clean, sweet designs that are not overpowered in a way that's busted, but are super fun and be loved by players. Ooh, Gix. Gix is a sweet one for sure. Yeah, I like Gix a lot too. So yeah, I think that Wizards designs, I don't know. It's so funny. Wizards' ability to manage Bootlegger Stash. I love this card. That would probably be my pick from SNC. Would probably be Bootlegger Stash. If we went to Kamigawa, it might be Mindlink Mech. Mindlink Mech. I loved the design on that card. And there's a bunch of other ones too. It's kind of funny. I think Wizards very, very good at designing Magic cards. Has not been doing nearly as well at designing formats lately, I would say. The Aspiring Spike game, Spike pieced out as soon as the game launched. Before even playing a card, he was working on something that he didn't want public yet. So he just scooped the match to avoid like being on stream or having the deck list be out there. So keep an eye on Spike's channel because there's probably some things. Oh, Mana Tithe. I love Mana Tithe. I think that Future Sight is probably my favorite. That might be my favorite overall block. The color shift aspect of that set's really cool. The time shift aspect, I kind of really want another Future Sight. Would you be down with another Future Sight? Like a Future Sight 2023 edition or 2025, whatever, that was doing the same thing, like a set reflecting back and like color shifting, but then also like looking to the future of Magic with more Future Sight designs, since we've already used a lot of the old ones. Oh, I would be so unbelievable. Oh no, we're getting belched. Steven81, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Well, bad news. Belcher's super scary. Good news. If we can blow up their lands, they probably are going to have a hard time because they do need a lot of mana to win the game. Put this on probably red. We will see. We don't have what we're missing is the Yavimaya right now. That's the missing piece of the puzzle. Cat and FTW, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you. I also love color pipe breaks. What bands would Seth like to see made into pre-con commanders? Wait, bands like musical bands? Or like bandings. What bands with other legends. Like Adventurers Guildhouse. Musical bands is commander decks. Huh. Does anyone in chat have a budget black deck for a new player to recommend? Levenville. Zombies. I like zombies a lot if you like black decks. Ooh. Is this worth keeping? They're going to win all in one turn. They're setting up to win all in one turn right now. I think we got to go. Oh boy, I think we got to go bottom. This is bad. This is bad in many different ways. We're just going to be so slow. Our opponent's 4-drop wins the game. So it depends a little bit on the format that you want to play. But I think in standard, you can build budget mono black aggro. You can also build a zombie theme deck if you're a fan of zombies, although I think mono black aggro is probably just more competitive. And then in older formats, I actually think in Pioneer or Historic or in Modern, I actually think that zombies is probably the best budget deck in those formats if you want to be mono black. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. You can also find many of those. I actually have, I don't know what format you're playing. If you like Modern, on Monday over on the MTG Goldfish YouTube, we're doing some budget mono black zombies in Modern that went really well. Hey Seth, I have an against odds deck that's probably up your alley. Should I email it or paste it in the chat? Either or both. I guess it depends. Putting it in the email. Putting in the email is very good for making sure I have a copy of it long term. Are they winning here? Explosives on 0. Offer you can't. Wow. So this is a pile that wins on turn. Oh boy, this is going to be bad. If you want me to give you immediate feedback and talk about it, then chat is best. If you want me to have a... Yeah, here it comes. If you want me to have a copy of it for the long haul, stream decks don't usually last as long. So email is good. Or you can do both. Ooh, Mono Black Devotion. Ooh, Mono Black Devotion kill with Gary could be sweet. No, wait, so what was the kill in the... What was... So, no, so Soda Man, in the original deck list, what was the plan for actually winning the game? Like, I guess my question was... Is there a way... Do I stream on YouTube too? I haven't. So what I have been doing is YouTube is all videos and then Twitch is for streaming. That could maybe change in the future, but that's been the split so far. Is YouTube is recorded videos and Twitch is for live. But yes, it'll be live on noon on Monday at the MTG Goldfish YouTube. If you need a link to it. So Soda Man, the question that I was wondering about is there a way that you win the turn you're comboing? Is there like a chain? Because I remember some of the standard Vanifar combo decks, there were loops that you go through and eventually that just leads to the game ending that turn. Or is it more of like a value-y thing where you go through the loops and eventually you end up with like a bunch of Siege Rhinos or something and win. So Gary could be a good idea. Oh, well, World, I don't know what you're saying thanks for, but you're welcome. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you found the YouTube living full. Thanks for watching the videos. I think it was double revealed. I think they revealed, we got a sideboard. They revealed 50 and 50. They revealed to Recross Pass and then revealed to the Belcher. Okay, Stone Brain, that's a game winner. Pithing Needle, that's a game winner. And there's no way we're going to be able to get him with Ancient Grudge. Dead Gone is bad. Lightning Bolt is bad. Chalice might be good enough. At least it kind of disrupts. It really needs to be on 2, though. Chalice on 1 isn't that great. We'll try it. No bolts. Run it like that. Jared Wolf for the gift sub to Soda Master. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big gift for you. Thank you. Stonebrain's the card we want to see most in our hand at the moment. I mean, this has the mana, but not much else. Urza Saga for Pithing Needle. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. For better or worse, we're gonna go for it. So Yavimaya and Arbor Elf, go. If we could draw a way to get a life and limb down, that's what we'd like the most. Do you plan on going to any East Coast SCG events? Actually, I'm glad you asked that, Grun. I will be at SCG New Jersey next weekend. So I know I'm going to that one. I'm still trying to see if I'm going to MagicCon Philadelphia in February. Hopefully I don't even know. There was this like creators thing where Wizards was gonna invite people to go, but then they didn't announce anything about it like forever, and everyone's waiting. Jeez, opponent's just going to town there, discarding their hand here on turn number 1. I will say this explosives on 1 is interesting. Well, Wooded Foothills, Crooked Mountain, Utopia Sprawl on red. Ren. Get back the land. We'd really love our opponent to blow this explosives to kill the Utopia Sprawl, because Pithing Needle would get us out of this. We'd also just love to draw Stonebraid. So yeah, I'm gonna be at New Jersey, SCG New Jersey next weekend, maybe Philly, and then, well, they did blow it, and then there is some chance that I end up in Charlotte, although that one is the one I am least sure of at this point. But those are the 3 that are, and then I don't know. Indianapolis is like a very long shot, which I think is the other SCG event. So New Jersey confirmed, Philly hopeful, Charlotte maybe, and Indianapolis unlikely. It's basically how close they are to me and how easily I can travel to them when it comes down to it. About it. Turned him. Are we dead? Yeah, maybe it would have been worth it just to run out the Saga. Although the engineered explosives would have... I mean, our answer from Saga... Do they have... Oh, they don't. Our answer from Saga is Pithing Needle. So if they have explosives on 1, then we lose anyway. Can they win next turn? Oh, yeah. Reforged Soul, land. Oh, they easily win next turn. They don't even need any shenanigans. Just a Reforged Soul, land, cast a bunch of rituals. So we need a top deck. We hit our opponent to 6-5 and then die. That is the second time our top card has been Haywire Might when they've done this. Second time. So what, you know what we need? You know what wins us the game? You know what wins us the game? It's Life and Limb. It's Life and Limb. That wins us the game if we top deck it. Which I think means this Haywire Might's got to go bottom. There's no window to kill the Belcher anyway. Life and Limb does do it. Yeah, we got a decent amount of snow right around Christmas week. Although it's warm up a ton since then. Life and Limb. Oh. You know what else wins us the game, I think? Would be Chalice of the Void. That might be enough. I feel like Chalice on 2 should do it. Wow, that is a pretty good draw. Not a bad draw. I think Chalice on 2 should shut down enough rituals. Because our opponent's going to have to play the 2-mana Miracle. So I think if we shut down 2-mana rituals, our opponent can't make enough mana. Well, yeah, it means our opponent won't win this turn, but I think we win in 2 turns. So Chalice on 2, because we can hit with Bone Crusher Ping, hit our opponent down to 5, and then do that again next turn. So our opponent essentially has to win. They got to win this turn through a Chalice on 2 or deal with our stuff. Yeah, they still get to Miracle, but the bet is they won't be able to ritual enough to win through a Chalice on 2. We'll see. Maybe they can, and they can't. Oh, yeah. No, we don't get to stop the Miracle. We don't get to stop the Miracle. That's still 5 mana, even if it's Miracled. Yeah, there's always... I live in one of the snowiest... the snowiest areas in the whole country, I think. I'm pretty sure, like... this area of upstate New York... I think Buffalo is the snowiest area. We are 1-1 now this match. Buffalo is the snowiest area. Oh. Huh. What happens if we really just do play turn 1 Saga? Well, of the of the lower 48s, I think that this is supposed to be one of the snowiest areas in the country. I think Alaska wins, though. Oh, let me see Dragon Lotus. I think I missed it. Yeah, I mean, we're going to keep this. Whether or not we... So if we play turn 1 Saga, we do nothing on 2. Turn 3, we get a Pithing Needle and hope. We can also just start ramping. We got the Yavimaya. This is another hand where if we can find life in Limb and get it down and blow up lands, it would be really sweet. Opponent leads on the tap land. Let's see what we draw. Saga. You know what? We're going to play the Saga. I think it's worth it. I think it's doubly worth it since we have Yavimaya. Oh, no. Okay, let's play Expedition Map. Almost passed the turn without doing that. Expedition Map, go. 5-color Scam A. Cool. That is the scammiest scam deck that I've seen. That's kind of hilarious. Just having all the elementals there. Maelstrom. Wait, how do we get Maelstrom Nexus on the battlefield? Horde of Notions. I'm so confused. Wait, what is the... Oh, it's purely just for pitching to all the scams. I see. I mean, that is pretty hilarious looking. Have you got to play it at all, Dragon Lord Lotus? I mean, it seems like it should... I mean, like a scam deck, you're probably going to scam out some free wins with it. And then if it doesn't work, just like the other scam decks, it's probably gonna be pretty painful. That is kind of hilarious, though. I think consistency would probably be a smidge of an issue. But it does look super funny. Esperthopter Tribal. Do you run a Layla or a Fiend? Alright, so we take up the Saga. Play Yavimaya. This makes green for... Utopia Sprawl on red. And then Arbor Elf. I would play a Layla. Just for... I just like a Layla more. I think it's because standard I've played against Rafine so much, I'm just kind of meh about Rafine. Alright, opponent has an answer. Sure. Kills our Arbor Elf with a MDFC. Oh, let me see, DV. Mono red, one of my favorite archetypes. At least in the past. Mono red prison was one of my favorites. Became less of my favorite once Karn came around. In that, what? Wow. Okay. Thank the magic gods for Urza Saga. We would be super dead. Thankfully, for now, Urza Saga. Actually, Haywire Might's probably just better, isn't it? Yeah, let's just get Haywire Might. Blow up the Belcher, gain some life. Play the Saga. Play Arbor Elf. Play Ren. After all of this, I think we're going to finish 4-1. The turn 1 Saga seems correct in this matchup. I think that is the way to do it. Pass the turn. We're somehow going to end up with a 4-1. The opponent passing. I mean, we could still die here. It seems less likely, but opponent. I want to blow up these lands, though. The 4-1 means nothing to us unless we get to blow up all of our opponent's lands here. That's all that really matters. It's not about winning. It's not about winning. It's about blowing up all the lands. Season Pyromancer. Discard some lands. Looking for Life and Limb. Whiffing on Life and Limb. Get back a forest. Play the forest. Activate Saga. Pass the turn. Life and Limb. Life. We even have the Fury. Life and Limb. Opponent's going to scoop at some point, sadly. Life and Limb? Ren. Well, I mean, make a mana. Get a Pyre Ice Spellbomb to dig for Life and Limb. Because we're not trying to win. We are trying to dominate. We draw a Mountain. Well, okay. Get back a Urza Saga. Play the land. Go to combat. Hit ya. Is there a way we can lose? Maybe we should just be trying to... Should we be trying to win? Any Bear updates? Oh, Bear he is sleeping at the moment. He's doing very well. Still the biggest boy. He really likes the new car. How close are we to Chalice on 8? Or Chalice on 4? Chalice on 4 would be hilarious. Chalice on 3 does hit a lot of stuff we kind of care about, but Chalice on 4 would be super good. I mean, the boring thing to do is just run out Fury and hit for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and win in 2 turns. How do we lose? How do we lose from here? Oh, Bear loves playing in the snow. He loves it. Absolutely loves it. Well, we'll just thin the deck. Take a fetch land. The deck has been wild. It has been super wild, but it has been fun. Yeah, we'll just pass. I don't know. I really want to blow up their lands. I really want to blow up their lands. Opponent. There are ways we get punished for dirtling around like this. Opponent passes. We draw. Life and Limb. Well, there's another Chalice. Alright, well, play Urza Saga. It triggers. Tap, untap. Tap. Chalice on 2? Yeah, Chalice on 2. Opponent. Ritual. Valakut Awake. Why Ritual, though? Valakut Awakening draws a couple cards. Go to combat. Hit ya. Down to 12. Yeah, opponent needs a pretty specific line of cards. It needs to be... yeah, it basically has to be Belcher plus Iron Crag Feet here, I think. And a land. Yeah, the mountain is kind of cool. I might have to play these more. Ooh, there's a recross pass. Okay. Well, that is our opponent's best card, but can they win through... Oh, golly. I just want to blow up the lands. I just want to blow up the lands, Magic Gods. That's it. We don't ask for much around here. All we ask for is blowing up all of our opponent's mana. That's all. That's all, Magic Gods. You can do it, Magic Gods. You can do it. It would be such a great way to close out this stream. Just watch your Urzamonicon video. Can we assume you're showing up to Commander Clash with the mom deck in the near future? Oh yes, we will be seeing moms for days. It's just like my favorite style of card. Opponent tap land. Well, we put it to the bottom. Opponent passes. Life and Limb for the dream. Oh, yes! 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 And all is right with the world. This is exactly what we wanted. Tap on tap. Oh! Life and Limb. Yeah, Life and Limb. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will Fury. Pitching Ren. Oh my god. Oh my god. Force of Vigor. Wow. The last two cards in their hand were Fury 4. No way. No way. No way. Oh, wow. What are... And they're playing a single copy? One copy. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, we wanted to do such cool things, and our opponent just did not want to see it. Well, Chalice on 2. I mean, we might still be okay, but remember, our goal isn't to beat this Belcher deck. Our goal is to destroy all their lands. We will accept beating the Belcher deck if that's our only option, but... Chalice. Again. Should have just let us blow up your lands, opponent. You should have just let us blow up your lands. It would have been so cool. Well, hit ya. Down to 8. Ren. Ping your face. Past the... I mean, and I guess maybe that's a good thing because we are seeing some of the downsides of this synergy. Opponent, Reforge the Soul. With this setup, can our opponent win through the Chalice? They might be able to. Fury. Pitching a Ritual to sweep our board. Okay. Yep. Fury goes away. Shatter Skull Smashing tapped. Well, we don't have lethal this turn. One, two, three, four, 5. That is definitely not lethal. Do we even have anything left to tutor up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, this is super close to lethal. We need 1 point of damage. Wait, how do we get lethal? Yeah, Needle on Belcher should help. But we got Chalice on 2, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not, because of Chalice on 2, we're not actually that close. That stops the stomps too, yeah. I was thinking you stop the Ren, but it also stops the stomps. Well, I guess in that case, we should be making constructs? Well, make a construct. I mean, that's probably our best bet, to make constructs and hope we live. I don't even know if we have anything left to tutor out here. Viridian Longbow. Okay. Well, we play... Play Wooded Foothills. Play Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, we definitely got a Needle Belcher. That much is a given. No, Pithing Needle. Although our opponent might be prepared for this now. Utopia Sprawl on red. And I guess we just pass. I mean, we should have lethal next turn. Pass the turn, see if we're dead. About it. So, damage can't be prevented. Yeah, Chalice. So, Chalice isn't preventing damage. It's just countering the spell. So, those things aren't actually connected, unfortunately. So, Bone Crusher would stop like a fog or a fog effect if it was something that's like prevent all combat damage or something. Still be counterable. Chalice of the Void is weird. It's just essentially a counter spell that sits on the battlefield. There's the explosives. Opponent plays the explosives on 1, though. Wait, I'm so confused. So we untap Yavimaya. Is there a way our opponent's not dead here? We will make a construct. We will sack the Wooded Foothills to thin the deck. This Chalice is like, I don't know if it's saving us or killing us at the moment. What a wild game. Untap. We draw. Okay, so there's the explosives. Well, we'll make a construct. This has got to be enough, right? This has got to be enough. And then we untap the Urza Saga to make a construct. Opponent blows up a bunch of artifacts. That still looks lethal. That still looks lethal. Oh, we got the GGs. Well, we didn't get to do our dream scenario, but... Oh, we did it. We assembled it. Our opponent just had the answer. And opponent scoops it up. And we get 5 treasure chips. Hey, what's up, XB? How are you? What a wild league. Well, we're gonna open some treasure chests. What do we learn about this? What do we learn about this deck? So we technically finished 4-1. One of those was the Spike Scoop, because he didn't want his deck on content, so we didn't actually win that one. The other ones we actually won. The sad thing is, though, hey, what's up, Ario? How was the games? Well, record-wise, they went fine. On the other hand, how many times did we actually blow up plans? I feel like across 7 matches, it was a couple. And we saw it was a heartbreaker. This is what I call a heartbreaker deck, where we set everything up multiple times. And because our combo relies on keeping a 1/1 land version of Yavimaya, or 1/1 creature version of Yavimaya on the battlefield and life on limb, there were so many times when we got it all set up only to get blown out in response. I think that happened more times than it actually worked. No DHE, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription for the second month. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So basically, I think the TLDR is like, the shell of the deck is good. Life and limb is definitely still very much against the odds. And if anything, I'm a little sad we didn't get to see more spectacular blow. Ooh, Kytheon, one of the flipwalkers, probably the most played of the flipwalkers currently. Not especially valuable though. 4 to go. Something big, something big. Bear's getting his snack. Oh, Shaman of the Great Hunt. This cycle was sweet. I love Con Standard. Sorry Circle. I know that's an artist. Every time I see that dude, it reminds me of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you've ever seen like Leatherface in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just like the kind of big guy with the overalls and the like just swinging the chainsaw around his head, it so much reminds me of like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I think he's actually just a painter. He's just painting his story. But to me, it's Leatherface. It'll always be Leatherface. 3 to go. We get Coat of Arms, Commander Classic Coat of Arms, Profane Procession. I would like to see these MDFCs return, or whatever these are called, double face cards return. These were other, like the Search for Escanta cycle. Those were really sweet. I'd like to see that mechanic come back again at some point. 2 to go. Come on, full set, complete set. Candles of Lang, one of the worst cards of all time. 2 mana. 4, reveal the top card of your library. If it has the same name as the card in your graveyard. It has the same name in your card in your graveyard. Put it in your graveyard. Otherwise, draw a card. 2 to cast. 4 to activate. 50, well, I guess not 50% chance, but some percent chance that you're going to mill the card and just surveil it. Otherwise, you get to draw the card. For 6 mana for the first one. It's so bad. Amara's kind of cool. Fairly popular commander. Well, last shot for glory. We find Aster. Aster is sweet. Good like Pioneer or Historic Brawl Hammer Time card. 35 play points. Well, what do we learn about these decks? We learned that this deck. We learned that the green-red shell is pretty good. The land destruction aspect, that part's probably a little bit of a meme, just a little bit of a meme, but it was fun. It was definitely fun to play. It was cool to try to go off with it, even if it wasn't consistent enough to be that good. So on that note, everyone, that, I believe, brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. The good news is there's a ton of content coming up on the YouTube, so keep that in mind until our next stream on Tuesday. There is a sweet Modern Much Brew tomorrow. There's some zombies coming up for Budget Magic on Monday, so tons of stuff on the YouTube. Commander Clash on the Commander Chess channel. A reminder, the replay channel, if you missed anything, you can find it there. And one more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. And even get a free goldfish sticker. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing and awesome and spectacular. And I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out for some Janky Modern tonight. We'll be back on Tuesday to have some more fun. Oh, also everyone, next week might just be one stream because I think I'm going to be traveling to SCG New Jersey on Thursday, so make sure to come by on Tuesday because that might be the only stream we get in because of the event next weekend. So anyway, everyone, I love y'all. Have an amazing night. Have a great weekend. I don't care what you're doing. Enjoy it. Live life. Love it. I appreciate y'all so much. So until Tuesday, everyone, I love you. Have a good one, and I will talk to you soon.